Do you have
Penis.
har du lärarshit?
Ja. Har ikke rommet. Jeg gidder ikke hente.
What? Oh.
I don't remember. Okay, cool.
You die now.
Hello, fans.
I
Here comes
vote
the like.
you
We
die
are
now.
the Wyld Cast.
Penis.
Penis.
To start us off, we have the music that you hear from Slipstream. You include their links in the descriptions with the songs that you use, and that allows you to use their content for free. Alternatively, we also have music from Tabletop Audio, and I would highly recommend you go check them out. Check them both out. We use the stuff for Tabletop Audio because I am a subscriber of their stuff, and they've always got new stuff coming out, and it's always really, really good. So just go check them out. In any case, that's all we need to do for our side of things. What happened last session?
We went shopping.
We did go shopping. We just did a lot last session.
We did
talked
a
to
lot
dead
of small
people.
stuff.
Mhm.
I
What?
stood around in a market scaring people for 2 days straight.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. Goran and Caroline interviewed Adros and asked why the fuck he wants to kill Netherese, and found out that it's because of Church, who is the tribe leader, or maybe actually Church's patron, who is some devil. We also docked the boat in Fafnor, and met Elric, or whatever his name is, which is the dockmaster of Fafnor. And then we went back to Volknian and did a bunch of small quests from the quest board. And also, Spot started looking for the cast iron bandit.
Me, I did that.
You did that.
Mhm.
Yeah, you didn't have any money.
Can't call me broke. What is this?
No, you just didn't have any money.
I'll
so
advise you
didn't-
that I have.
So you didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, you have
didn't
10
fucking-
gold because I gave you 10 gold.
I have I have a 10 gold. Shut up. I'm rich.
I'm poor as well. So hard.
It's fucking
Yeah.
sad me.
So Spot found out how it is to ask for information without having the money to pay for it.
I paid for it by giving way too much money.
By giving stuff, yes. And then you found out about the jeweler. And then Caroline helped you with talking with the jeweler. And then Goran and Kadrith went to the magic shop. And
Yeah.
Kadrith sold, like, everything.
Everything I didn't need, which was most things.
And that was basically that.
Best part of being a
I
monk,
also
you don't
did-
need anything anymore. Goodbye,
For
all
real.
otherworldly possessions.
I'm above that shit.
Alright. From there, unless there was anything else somebody wanted to do during that same day or night, we'll go on and move on to the next day. Star, you mentioned you wanted to do maybe something. What was that you wanted to do, maybe, or no?
I heard there was a magic shop.
There was an expedition to the magic shop. So if you'd like to go
The
do that,
old
you
magic
may.
shop.
So, I'll say for the sake of this, probably just entering in around the same time. Oh, I'm done. Entering within the same time around, like, Kadrith and Spot going in there. So if you wanted to accomplish anything while they were there, you're more than welcome to. What are you looking for, or what are you looking to sell?
I got my character sheet right here. I would like to browse.
Bro's buying.
Okay, what are you looking for?
What do you have?
A recently acquired Vox Helm. Among other things.
No, I'm not.
Is that the one I originally left him in my will?
Yes, that was the one you left. I'm not selling that.
That
For
doesn't
an
mean
extra
doesn't that mean he lost it?
Yeah, no,
Because
no.
we're in the universe where he didn't die.
Yeah, you didn't get that helm. Sorry.
I don't have it anymore.
No, you've never had it.
Oh,
What are you
this
talking about?
timeline.
Kyler's never died.
Yeah, I never died, man. I've been alive this whole time. You don't remember?
Star probably still has nightmares that you died. Because it
Sorry, I have
happened
nightmares
and
that he's
everyone
gonna die.
else. More of that, yeah. I don't know. I don't have a lot of exciting magic items.
Mm-hmm. Right, but so what are you... Braga, what are you looking for?
What am I wearing right now? I got a dragon summoning shield.
Stuff.
Magic weapon.
Magic weapons. Okay.
Magic weapon?
Oh, I'm not signed into... Oh my god, this is terrible.
What did you get
'Cause-
signed out of?
D&D Beyond.
Oh, I actually do have it. I have a
I
Frosted
also did
Warhammer.
that.
Which is
Maybe they
bad.
had a
also
thing
signed
where they
me,
signed you out on purpose. What?
Gross. Fucking hate this company. Anyways, I'm back. We're good. It's
Hmm.
fine. Oh, that's not the one I wanted. Damn it. Alright. So, as far as magic weapons go, there aren't many here. It's not a shop that typically has weapons.
There's a Moontouch longsword.
As I said, there is a Moontouch longsword.
Nice set of plate mail, actually.
Yeah.
Adamantine half plate.
Yeah, that
There's
is
your
also
armor.
true. As a matter of fact, yeah, it's adamantine half plate, which you, I think, would be proficient with.
Yes, medium armor.
Yeah. The only problem is, it's half plate, so there goes your you get disadvantage to stealth checks, and I don't think it's as good as your breastplate.
The only point I chose a breastplate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any?
Go ahead.
While looking, are there any magical robes or capes or hoods or gloves, boots?
The
any
cloak of
equipment that is armor?
billowing.
Yeah.
Is there a
you do
cloak
have
of billowing?
There's a cloak of billowing.
What is the cloak of billowing again? I've
It
heard
billows in the
sorry.
wind as a bonus action.
Bonus action?
Yes.
I mean, you never use your bonus actions. Might as well get it.
To be fair, it was what was sold by Cadrith.
Yep.
Oh, that's an actual Xanathoth Guy's everything item. Wow, that's stupid.
Very.
As a bonus action, you make it billow dramatically.
It's Goran's
Yeah, as a
favorite
bonus
item right
action,
now,
you can
guys.
waste your bonus action.
It's
There we
dramatics,
go.
guys.
Billowing cape. That's
You don't appreciate dramatics.
Nope. No, I do not.
No
So
no
bad.
cloaks necessarily, other than the one cloak of billowing.
but any other
I just
equipment?
wanted
Like
to
gloves
buy
or helmets or boots?
No, there's the half
Item magic
plate,
item.
the adamantine half plate, and the vox helm, but there's not. This is not somebody who typically sells armor. Like the materials that have been given to him by Cadrith are about all he has for sale as far as like weapons and armor goes. Trying to see if you would even have any weapons.
I got weapons.
That's not the point, is it?
No, when you said
Alright.
I thought you kind of.
He has any weapons,
misheard.
as in the magic guy.
I wasn't sure if she said he or you.
Hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, there's just the Moontouch sword. Yeah, that's it.
Is there a multitude of scrolls in that case?
Multitude, no, but there are spell scrolls.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'd like to take a look.
here. Yeah, of course. Okay, so there is in his repertoire of shit that he can give you. He has a scroll of detect magic. He would have a scroll of where is it? You have a scroll of Longstrider.
That can be ritual cast, can't it?
Longstrider? No, I don't think so.
Old Man Boulder's Gate.
Yeah, this isn't Baldur's Gate. I think we need to reiterate that every time somebody fucking plays the game, this is not Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of thought about that because of Baldur's Gate.
Fucking... No.
It's a fair question!
Is it a fair question? Maybe it's a fair question. I don't
Yeah.
know. He also has a spell scroll of darkness.
Okay.
Oh.
That's kind of fun.
Let's see here. He has a spell scroll of Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth. How much for that? Is there a price tag?
The Zone of Truth one, there is going to be a price tag. Zone of Truth is going to be about 300 gold.
I'm bringing Caroline with me, aren't I?
No.
Are you?
Are you?
like
Caroline
to.
and Spot. Well, I guess. Yeah, this would have been at any point. If you wanted to, you could bring Caroline with you. Sure.
Will Caroline join me?
Will the piggy bank join me?
Hello, Starry.
Just like, I wish Caroline was there. Hey.
I wish Caroline were here.
My
Oh,
name
shit.
was called.
Wait, what? What
Wish?
do you say?
Wish.
No, no, I didn't pass. There's
Yes, you
other
did.
components is verbal, you motherfuckers.
No, there's not. There literally is not. The only spell
Well,
components
Starry-
for wish are verbal.
Well, Starry didn't say it out loud. He just thought it.
No, Brag said it. Starry didn't say it. I said, I made the joke.
Yes.
Be careful
Yes.
what you say.
Hey, read this out loud, and I hand him a note. I'm not. I hand him a note anyway. It says, "I wish for big booty Latina."
No.
Say it right now.
Big booty
Please,
gospel.
please, please, please.
Stop. No. No.
God, so please bring your boyfriend back
Caroline.
to reality.
Zone of Truth. Would this be useful?
In this wonderful world of D&D.
It could be.
But for 300 gold.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Can you learn it?
Yeah.
Or is it just like a one and done
I can
spell
learn it. I
scroll?
can transcribe this, but
Are you sure?
Zone of Truth is not a spell scroll you can transcribe. It is a cleric spell. It's also for paladins, I think, and maybe bards. But you could... So, when it comes to spell scrolls that are not of your class, Starry, you cannot transcribe them into your spellbook. What you can do instead is, using your abilities as a wizard, you can replicate the spell scroll. It's possible to make a spell scroll from a spell scroll, but you still risk losing
okay.
the spell.
get it. I mean, it's only second level spell. I'm not gonna buy it. What else?
It was kind of steep for a second level spell, in my opinion.
I think that's deep.
You should check out the price for your wall. Ooh.
My mother is dead. Sorry.
He does have a spell scroll of hallucinatory terrain.
That's interesting.
Major illusion, but for grass. Great.
Yeah, me when I cast LSD on someone.
Tungsten balls.
Well, Spellman, what is your name?
He asked me fucking
John spells.
Boogly boogly.
John.
Come on,
Spell.
Riley.
Very nice to meet you.
Canon.
It's pronounced Yon, actually.
Yon. Very nice to meet you, Yon. I'm not that familiar with magic. Can you describe what that spell does?
Hallucinatory terrain. It's a spell
Yes.
that you can... It's pretty self-explanatory, actually. I don't know... You cast the spell and imagine a alteration of the terrain in front of you. You could perhaps hide bodies, you could perhaps change how the face of a structure looks. You could even hide traps, such as like a pitfall or even the existence of a bridge, possibly. It just depends on the length of the bridge.
Right.
It's not a very popular spell.
This sounds like it has criminal undertones.
Many mages of the colleges of yonder have found different and intriguing ways to utilize the spells to its effects.
Fair point.
But perhaps the sale of such spells should be restricted for someone whose perception is that of criminal intent. May I ask, what would you be intrigued in buying the spell for? Like, what brings the spell to your attention?
My attention?
Either one of you.
Well, I'm an illusion wizard. That's what
That's what he does, kind of, yeah.
Hmm.
And honestly,
what I mainly inquire about.
he does not, like, he is supposed to be an illusions wizard, but he does not, he hasn't come across as many illusion spells as he maybe should have.
That seems like quite the predicament.
Yes.
This is the only illusion spell that I have currently available, if it's what you want. Though, I could perhaps be on the lookout for others, should that be something you're inquiring for and are staying for some time. How long will you be in town? You both look like new faces.
I think we'll be in town for a few weeks.
I don't think that would be enough time to gather any kind of necessary materials for such additional spells. If something comes my way, though, I could set it aside. The illusion spells aren't very popular, and they still are pretty rare to come across around here. Nevertheless,
Of course.
this is the one that I have. The price is as said. Are you interested?
Story. What you thinking?
I think it'd be hilarious to create, out of character. I think it'd be hilarious to create fake money, like.
You
to
can
pay
do that with the spells that you're like hallucinatory
Don't you
brain
have-
doesn't create fake
Don't
money.
you have major image?
Yes,
Could you
I'm-
just
I'm
create
thinking
fake
major,
money?
But
And also, you can make your illusions real for a time.
yes, is that? That's my
Problem is, you
thinking,
did
right?
tell him that you were an illusion wizard, so he's definitely fucking expecting that shit.
Well, we're not gonna do that to this guy
Why not?
because we have no reason to.
He's literally named John Spells, dude.
It's pronounced Jon.
John the Spells.
No.
By the way, anyone
You can
catch my
see him
amazing
visibly
joking
gripping
campaign
the bridge of
notes?
his nose. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Are these all the spell scrolls you have in stock for now?
Yes.
How much for the illusory terrain?
Hallucinatory, and I'm hesitant to give it to you now.
Alright, well, I'll take my business other way.
Take care of yourselves, and do try to stay out of trouble. So I suppose
Do
that
I
warning goes to all of you.
Is Cadret's stuff still out here? Or like, is it out here? Like, can I see Cadret's stuff everywhere?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around the corner and, with my illusory reality feature, just minor illusion like a very fucking aggressive dog and have it go inside and bark at him.
Minor illusion of fire in the store.
Well, minor illusion.
Yeah,
illusion
yeah,
his
that,
wife
that,
cheating
I
on
do that.
him?
I do that.
So minor illusion, a dog barking outside. Give me 1 second because this is relevant. So, minor illusion has a somatic and a material component. You're still in the shop, right?
No, I want to
He
go
said
around
he
the
would
corner.
go.
Oh, okay. I missed
Yeah.
that part.
Sorry.
My bad.
I
Um,
catch annoying barking dog.
So you go
Yeah.
outside and cast the sound of a barking dog.
No, I cast an image that is also moving and is
Then
barking.
you need major
a dog.
illusion.
What is
I
my
think.
what?
So,
Not
yeah,
major
so
what is this?
minor,
Yeah.
minor illusion
Steroids,
for
minor
you,
illusion spell.
Sorry, for minor illusion, you either create a sound or a still image.
okay,
You
well, then it's
specifically
major
can do both at the same time because you're an illusion mage.
Create a sound of his wife cheating on him.
I don't know his fucking wife's name. Or
Honey, I'm
boy.
cheating from you.
I don't even know he's straight. I don't even. It's a guy. Is it a guy?
His name is John
It's a guy.
Spells.
A voice that says, "Honey, I'm cheating on you."
Honey, I'm cheating on you.
I'm cheating.
Instead of, honey, I'm home. Honey, I'm cheating on you.
Honey, I slept with the man across the street.
It's the voice that says, "Honey, I want a divorce."
He's like, I'm not even married. What is this?
Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking major image. Then. It doesn't need to be real for now.
If you okay, I got it. Prepare a spell.
Well,
Release it at
minor-
midnight. Haunting in his house.
minor illusion can still.
Ghost sounds in his
move,
bedroom.
right?
Okay,
Oh. Minor illusion cannot move.
I said still image.
I mean, yeah, I'm a major.
Make a
image,
voice. Make a voice and sound inside his head that sounds like, I think my wife is cheating on me. Do it.
Actually,
Just in case his
May-
wife is cheating,
maybe
you know?
maybe just making a sound like some shit breaking in the back of the store.
Mm. What's the range on minor
Okay.
illusion?
120 feet.
That's
On major
30 feet.
image, it's 120 feet. On minor illusion, it's 30
Yeah,
feet.
30 feet. It's just, yeah, I don't even need to see it. I can just anywhere within 30 feet.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna minor illusion. And just someone shouting and breaking shit in the back of a store for like 5 seconds.
I think it takes 6 seconds to cast, actually, so...
It does not take 6 seconds to cast. It's an active
No.
cast.
True.
So, all of a sudden you hear the sound of indiscriminate shouting and the sound of glass breaking from inside the shop.
Can I,
The owner is dead. He had a heart attack.
can I cast the invisibility to see if there's anyone invisible there?
There is not anyone invisible there.
What the fuck?
But did he just
Um,
ran to the back room?
And you watch as the individual who you were just talking to,
Carolyn
Jon,
is saying what the fuck.
make his way towards where the sound is. Looking around, like he's confused what the fuck just happened there, and then has like this moment of realization before looking out the front door.
Things walk away.
No, I'm standing there being like, what the fuck is happening? What is all of this noise?
Smile and wave,
And
boys.
there's like
Smile
a
and wave.
glimmer on
I mean,
her-
Caroline-
my eyes.
Saw me
like-
cast a spell. I pull out my
I
spell
don't know
book,
what
I
the
was like,
fuck the spell is.
Carolyn's never
She
seen
doesn't
you
know what
cast an
minor
illusion spell a
illusion-
day in your life.
I don't know what's happening. I'm like, is
dude.
there someone invisible trying to break into this guy's shop?
At which point he just kind of stands at the door, arms crossed.
Starry, I swear to God.
I'm gonna hit the.
Okay. With that.
Now
we'll
cheat
go
on his
ahead
wife.
And
Sleep with his wife.
with that, before this gets dumber, we're gonna go ahead and move on into the next.
Me when I do a little troll.
Oh my god. At your little base of operations, as you guys are all finding rest throughout the night, sleeping where you sleep, fucking whatever it is you wanted to do during the night, it's uneventful, and eventually you all kind of come to. Spot, you being in sentry mode, you would have been the first one to notice, like, somebody at the door. Actually, what is your passive perception, Spot?
17.
17, you would notice this. You would have noticed,
Okay.
like, somebody at the door, but not knocking on it, or ringing the bell, or opening it, or anything. Like, somebody's at
Which
the
door?
Front door.
Oh yeah, for I was like on the boat. I was like, huh?
Nope.
No, I
you're
forgot.
in the house,
Forgot we got the
and
house.
also there's only the front door.
Okay, so I will get up,
Okay.
get dressed, and then go open the door.
You're.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
get changed? Do you have
Um,
you
I'm
have
wearing
armor?
a
Do you have
sash.
armor?
I do have. Well, I can't. I don't remove the armor. That takes an hour. I'm not doing that.
You're also a warforged. You don't need to remove anything. You can just go into sentry mode, and then just be like.
No, yeah, but I'm not
Sit
fucking
down.
disrespectful. I removed like my sash.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. I'm
I'm
not
getting
gonna
naked.
stop you. Sure.
Sash.
I love it.
Yeah,
what
look,
about-
I'm a horse showing them shoulders.
What about ye old elves who only need 4 hours of sleep?
You're 4 hours of
Isn't it
I'm
sleep.
6
not-
hours?
I mean, I'm not downstairs.
Yeah, this is Spot being in sentry mode. You guys are probably awake at this point. I don't know if you would have gotten up and out and done other things, but Spot specifically being in sentry mode, he would have noticed this.
Okay.
Anyway,
I go open
it would
the door.
happen at some point in the middle of the night. Okay.
Oh, does it have like the eye thing that you can look through?
A peephole.
Yes.
This
'Cause I would do
house
that first in
have
that
a
case.
peephole, yes.
I'm
Go
looking
ahead
at
and
the
make a
peephole.
perception check.
Okay. Sure.
Let's hope it doesn't have a gun on the other side.
18. It's fine if
It's
it's got.
bailiff, you're
18.
getting shot.
18. So, as you are looking through this hole, it's kind of hard to see the person that's stepped in front of the door, because where they're sitting at is like off to the side, like they're aware of the people. At least that's your first thought, until you realize like part of what you can see is the armor of like the trusted guard of Yorlana, thank you. And then you notice there's another one flanking the other side of the door, and you realize them being here, they're probably waiting for her to get here as well. But she's
Okay,
not here, and they're just standing at the front door, flanking it on either side.
Is it like a really like solid, well-made door, or is it like
It's a pretty- yeah,
if
it's
I
a
yell
solid
through it,
door.
they'll hear me?
Well, there is a gap underneath the door, which is how you would have noticed the shadow in the
Okay.
first place.
Yeah. I'll start some roleplay. What do you want?
See one of the guards. Waiting on you.
Me?
Come. Waiting for blue on black.
That's me. What about it?
Whenever you're ready to make through your day, your Alana would like to see you.
Okay.
We've been told to
there
escort
is a
you to...
commotion.
Yeah, you can hear this. Because Spot's not quiet.
I
not trying
wander
to be.
over. I'm like, Spot. What the fuck's okay? What?
Police is at the door.
What?
Did you pay your taxes?
We're not
Okay,
here for
first off-
taxes.
Like, I'm sorry, dude, but
Mhm.
we're not waking up for like how many hours?
Okay,
We're just...
buddy.
We weren't meant to knock on the door, just wait for you all to rise naturally.
No.
Can I locate creature werewolf?
You may. Casting the spell, you do not get a sense of a werewolf. Wait, what's the radius?
A mile or 1,000 feet? I don't remember.
Outside the door.
I think it's 1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Sounds right. No, you don't get anything.
You guys just gonna stand out here for 4 hours?
Uh,
That was our directive, yes. Though if it takes longer, we might need to knock.
I'll make sure everyone is good.
they're chill, dude. They're not trouble.
Well, it's
Are
not
we back
fucking
already,
chill
or are we
standing
still on the way
outside
back?
people's
We're
doors.
sleeping.
Where's the
We're sleeping starting.
Your
Yeah,
and my definition of chill is very different.
You gotta check on their ship
Standing outside
party,
people's
gets to the
door
room with
at
Illiken,
12 a.m.
and
is not
Illiken's
chill.
fucking clocked out. Snoring.
I'd like to wake up and ask what the hell's going on.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah, you notice Goran. not in your-
Spot's asking if they have a warrant.
Well, they're not trying to get inside.
Guards here.
Did you pay your taxes?
Yeah. Hey, sorry, what'd you do?
I have. What do you mean? What I do? I did nothing.
Did you cheat? Did you make that guy's wife
I
cheat?
look
on
over at
I feel like it's
Caroline.
supposed to be passed out sleeping
I'm-
right now. 'cause It's
I'm
middle of the
not
night.
here.
Slash early in the morning.
Caroline,
You wouldn't have
sorry.
heard the
It's Friday, we
commotion
have
and come down.
vacation.
I imagine even Illiken, like, even if
What are they
I am
saying?
hoping
What do
that
they
you guys will
want?
deal with it.
Who are they?
So I imagine that even in like this house made of like solid stone, Illiken's snoring roars through the entire thing.
We can barely hear each other.
Mm-hmm.
At this
Okay,
point, it's just like, it's
I'm
company
just gonna put my
ASMR.
hand on Spot's shoulder.
I need my beauty sleep.
Look, these guys are they're doing their job and they want to make sure that our time is being respected because it is tonight, right?
I get it. I get it.
Our time.
I'm sorry about. I talked to the drawer like pretty explicitly. I'm just like, hey, sorry about the commotion. We're being careful.
We're a little used to being attacked in the middle of the night.
But understandable, given your predicament.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time we got harassed in the middle of the night.
At the very least, you have a pair of guards at the door, so just carry on with your sleep. We will be here when you wake.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'll sleep nice with that one. Dickhead.
Let me know if you guys want any food or water or anything like that.
If you want some shoulder
have some stuff.
massages.
I also have good berry.
What's a good berry?
Spawn a little fruit bowl. Send a little fruit bowl from under the door with a couple nuts in
A
it.
little-
It doesn't
Yeah,
taste
if you want
great.
a couple
It tastes
of
even
them.
worse 10 years later.
Okay, Goran, what'd you
Don't
say?
say that.
Sorry.
No, I said, hey, let me know if you guys need any food or water or anything.
That's
yeah,
appreciated.
I also
thank
have good berry.
you. You what?
A good berry. It basically gives you it's a berry. It's a singular berry that
It's really
fills
good.
you up for whatever amount of food you would want to have for the day. It's actually really nice.
That's
You're gonna give it a try.
appreciated. We've had our rations for the morning, and we'll have more when we return to the barracks. It's not a big deal. We appreciate it, though.
Get out!
Our instructions do not disturb, so we apologize.
Sorry,
for
tired of
the
this shit. Just gonna go
disturbance.
back to sleep.
Can I minor illusion a chair outside?
No,
Man.
no, 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 no,
You
no.
want
Please,
no.
please do it, please.
No.
I did it. Minor illusion.
No,
A chair outside. There's a chair
no,
outside
what-
now.
what-
Roll a d20. Roll a d20. Roll a d20.
Oh right. Oh. Forgot about that.
No, no.
Cloud magic
no.
kills all of us.
Fireball sent it all myself right next to the door. No, 19.
I think you're fine.
There's a chair outside now.
There is a random illusory chair outside.
What are the spell components for this?
Verbal and material. Sorry, somatic and material.
You didn't react fast enough, Trader. I'm sorry.
What do you mean? I was screaming no.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
You hear them
Dad.
screaming no, no, no. They're like at this point like and like what's no, no, and then chair, and they're just everybody's left confused.
Okay, I go back into sentry
Okay.
mode.
When you
Trace
enter
will
the
have to
mode, the
elaborate.
chair dissipates because you lose
Please.
concentration.
Oh, okay. Damn, I didn't think that would happen. That's boring.
Okay.
Anyway, I wanted him to sit on it.
Is the door even open? Aren't you talking through like a
Is
slot?
he okay?
Yeah, he's good. He's just.
Malfunctioning?
Yeah, he's malfunctioning.
I can all
Not
hear
much we
this
can do
still.
about
Yeah, you
that.
can hear all this.
He's
Normal? Or
yeah. Honestly, this is kind of standard behavior. It's just silly. Don't worry about it.
He's goofy, silly.
Yeah, he's goofy
When I
silly.
say malfunctioning, he's when you have that one dumbass in the
You better watch yourself,
unit
Trader. I'll
who's
cheat on
like
your wife.
constantly fucking up.
One guard looks over to another.
both of the guards just kind of. There are some within the barracks, yes, I suppose. Every village has an idiot, if
Yeah.
you would. Understandable.
Can you guys stop
I
small
look-
talking? I'm trying to sleep here.
Right. Our orders were not disturb, so we will refrain from engaging any further until the night has passed. We will see you at dawn.
No. See you.
Door closes, and they remain at their post. With that, you all eventually find yourselves back in your beds, falling asleep.
Such exciting knife turns.
Did one of them try to sit in the chair?
No, I fucked up. The chair dissipated before anything happened.
Crazy.
The night
I'll do
eventually
tomorrow.
passes. I like to think it was probably like your guys' was the room that was closest to the door or to the stairs, so you could actually hear what was going on. It woke you both up, and everybody else either heard it, didn't care, or didn't hear it, and are still fast the fuck asleep.
If there's guards outside our house every night now, I will do that every night until we leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand guard on the inside of the door to prevent any more dumb fuckery.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say for the sake of this, you probably completed your trance before all this, given elves. But as it stands, as you guys are finding yourselves back asleep, you eventually all wake up to a new day.
I have a question.
Yes.
I actually was wondering if I'd be able to do a thing.
Sure.
I'm gonna use Druidcraft to
Make a
make.
chair.
Goran, please
Yes.
continue.
I use Druidcraft to make a little sash that says "dumbass."
I'm not wearing that
flower.
shit.
Floral
Made
dumbass
of
sash that just draped
Can I
around
make
the
a stealth check?
sentry.
Can I? Yes. Can I make a
so
stealth check?
You are in front of the door, which is in front of Spot.
What do you mean
He's
stealth
gonna
check? You're
see
putting
you
something
making
on my neck.
something. I'm gonna say make me a sleight of hand check.
What do you mean sleight of hand check? He's putting it on my neck.
To hide the perception, to hide like from your view as he's creating it, the word dumbass.
Oh. Okay, that makes
He's
sense.
on
I
both
thought
sides,
that he was
so
gonna
be
thread
careful.
something over my face. I was like, that's not gonna fucking. That doesn't matter if he does a stealth check.
What's
I
the sleight of
guess.
hand?
Give me a second. I'm getting.
It needs to be my passive perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're fucked.
You say that. Now on. Or incoming.
Total of.
D&D Beyond. Oh,
That's not a number.
Total of D&D Beyond.
That's an at one for
Total
sure.
D&D Beyond.
What's that roll?
I'm still logging into D&D Beyond. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, while
So
Trader's
do you
doing
have
this
to roll a
practical
D20?
gag.
Like, do you have a d20 on you? Fuck.
Fucking,
Okay.
it's somewhere. I just don't know where. I'm in the account. Give me a second.
I mean, can't like someone just go on your sheet and do it?
I love how I mentioned that we all got signed out of our D&D Beyond accounts and not everybody checked.
I was still in bed. I'm gonna be so real.
Are you in bed
You're
right
in
now?
bed during your session?
Hot?
Well, I was.
No.
Everything was cool.
I'm fucking with you, you're fine.
How do you feel about us? Oh, I rolled just 10.
Total
Yep.
10?
Total 10.
Nah, that's, I see that shit.
Yeah, you're aware of what he's doing. And as he, like, finishes making dumbass sash, he goes to, like, he stands up with, like, malicious intent. And you've already, at this point, like, you've made your way out of sentry mode to watch him, like, walk towards you.
You should have written it in another language, stupid. But it's pretty. I'm gonna
Yeah,
wear
you're
it.
right. Nice.
Okay.
What is it made of? Is it made of flowers?
Yeah, flowers, vines, twigs, that all they just kind of all like created, like flowers and their stems, kind of. And as he puts it on you, it just kind of rests for a second. It looks kind of nice, but it doesn't
Burst
last
in
long.
flames. Okay.
How long do these flowers last, by the way?
I think that because it's just a flower, I think it's cool.
I think it's cool. It doesn't need cooldowns because the spell's epic.
You can make it. You can create instantaneous harms. So you can instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. So I think that implies
You have to have the flowers on you.
I have seeds.
That would, yeah, I mean, no,
And, like,
in the
the-
grove you would have that. So I'd say you could. It's made with like all the different seeds. This project probably would have taken you like a while to do, but it's not impossible to do. Are you proficient with Weaver's tools?
No. Let me check.
Okay, then I'll have you go
Careful.
ahead and make me a. Just make it a wisdom-based check.
Does herbalism kit help me?
No.
Does poisoner's kit help me?
Also no.
Why the
Oddly enough.
I'm actually resistant to
Okay.
poison, so it actually gives you
Sash is
disadvantage.
poisonous.
The sash of poisoning, you just become poisoned if you wear it. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So what do I have to roll for the
Just a
how
wisdom check.
good I was? Pardon?
Just a wisdom check.
How do we feel about an 11?
Okay. It sits on spot. It probably lasts for maybe like 20 minutes before the first part just kind of breaks off. And it's
I'd
not
use mending.
You're just gonna spam. Just gonna spam mending.
It's dying flowers. Mending's not gonna work.
Lesser
but
restoration, on the other hand.
Can I use
It's
root
nice
trap
while it
again
lasts.
to bring it back to life? And then use mending to fix it?
Mending's not gonna fix living things that are dying because you
Okay. No. It's
I'll be back in a
mending
minute.
seems to be okay with that.
You say that, but I don't think it does.
As long as the break, it doesn't say anything about not being able to work
right
because
but
these
it's not,
are
it's not
objects.
it's not like woven material. It's
What didn't
is
you just say?
plant-
To
it's
don't I have
plant
proficiency in
stems.
Weaver's tools?
it is Weaver's tools. What I'm saying is you're trying to mend like living matter. It may not be alive now, but mending doesn't work on living matter. You can't mend a tree. Hell, you can't
sucks.
even mend
Can't
Spot
mend trees.
anymore because he's technically considered a living matter.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I shouldn't have done that dumbass shit. I don't even know what I
No,
got
it's
for it.
fine. No,
The
you can
ability
be
for
healed
healing
by
spells to now
normal
work on
healing.
you.
Yeah, but I also got infinite healing outside of battle.
spell can't restore magic.
And you still died.
So restore magic to.
Still
that's
fucking
an
died.
object. Okay. I can repair magic items and or constructs. So
Magical flowers, then, if you got that.
Spot is
Yeah,
no longer
these
a construct, and the flowers are. It is not a magic item. This is not. This is not a magic item for the purpose of the spell mending.
okay.
Regardless, it
Just
does
let
still
the
persist.
Bit die.
It's
Just let
not-
the bit die.
It's not. It's not like it's just immediately falling apart, which would have been funny, but it's not. It's long enough that everybody waking up, eventually gets up and sees it. The dumbass award that's given to Spot. They've all seen your druidic crafting at its work, and it's as soon as the door opens and the wind rushes in that the entire thing falls apart.
Oh,
Now
damn.
there's dirt and flowers on our floor.
Correct. Not dirt, but
No.
yeah, there's flowers.
I clean it up.
Okay.
So nice of
Um,
you.
Nevertheless, as the door opens, I'm assuming the door just opened, just because you would have heard knocking on the door.
We didn't lock it, as far as I know, so.
But the two guards are still there for whoever opens the door. And they
I open the door.
inform you.
Did the guards see the dumbass sash?
No,
Leave?
it blew apart before it got. They just see
Oh.
him like in a puddle of flowers. I mean, it's,
thought I
it's
grew
kind
up
of a
a
sash.
little
Like it's
during
still
the
like
night.
it's still together, kind of. It just kind of broke off and then fell to the floor.
Yeah.
You watch a Spot like
So
holds
sad.
it up, and they're just watching him hold a fucking dumbass sign.
I'm crying.
It's just like the fake exaggerated cry.
Lady Orlana would like to see you, though. Whenever you all are ready, and that preferably within the next hour.
About what, by the way, are you allowed to say?
She wished to speak with you in person at the tower.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll do that. Head to tower
Sarah's in
time.
the kitchen
Well,
making
I-
breakfast for everyone.
I just look at Spot and I'm just like, cool. Spot?
OG hater. What?
Spot. Do
Yes, that's me.
you want to help Caroline with the cooking? Real quick.
Help Caroline with the cooking. What
Yes,
is she
please.
cooking?
I don't know. You find out.
Okay, I go up to Caroline and ask, what are you cooking?
Caroline's
Okay,
not in the kitchen.
now the Spot has
No,
officially
nothing.
fucked off
I
the
mean,
door.
if you ask Starry,
No, Trader said to ask you.
Traitor.
Who's trader?
Here's
Oh,
Trader among us?
Goran.
You're
Is the trainer
I
among
heard
us?
that you were-
Goran said you were cooking, so I was like, that's fun. I would like to do that.
Oh, I'm always cooking.
Did I mishear? Okay. As he has officially fucked off, I look over at them, and I just give them the look of that sergeant who's just like, the perpetually disappointed drill sergeant. Of just like, I don't know how to help with this, dog.
I come back up to Goran and I'm like, Caroline's not cooking anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Does Starry cooking anything?
Starry's
help
cooking.
him?
Yeah, Starry's cooking in the kitchen.
I mean, yeah.
Do you mind helping him? He's cooking for a lot of people. It's not super easy.
I just don't like you tricking me this way, but I'll go do it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone.
Be
I'm
out
now
here when you're
helped
ready.
cooking.
And you see one of them
Thank
just
you.
close the
I
door.
hold the bridge of my nose. We will be there as soon as possible. Would it be alright if we quickly grabbed just a little bit of food and all that kind of jazz?
Yeah. Time passes, then you guys have your breakfast. All your things have been gathered, and you make your way out onto the streets, following the guards as they escort you to the tower. As you make your way there and find yourself again climbing the stairs, as it is, it's not a lot of stairs. Like as far as you'd think there'd be. Like it's not stairs going all the way up. A lot of that's there is like. It's a ladder and a pulley system, though most people don't use the pulley system to get up to this place. It's a ladder to get up. You guys just the last couple of times have gas moded your way in here. Actually, the only other time you've been here, you gas moded into it, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you guys are having to go in through the way everybody else does, and you can see why these guards are usually all pretty physically fit. It's a lot of climbing. But eventually they make their way up to the top of the tower to everyone else. And you can see, looking off into the distance, over the edge of the guardrail there is Uralana, who's looking out towards the rest of the city as the sun has continued to rise beyond the horizon. Good morning, Blue and Black. So you all have at least dipped your toes into making a name for yourselves in the city.
Yes, we have.
I suppose so.
Yeah,
Tell
we're
me.
doing our best.
Have you any further plans of enjoying that kind of, have you made any progress? Have you, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I'm blanking.
I made this great progress on this case.
I heard you took
I'll
up
start
that
talking about it.
case.
I'll start talking about it. I'll be like, oh my god, we figured out and I did this and it was sick and it was like epic.
Do you stop Spot at all or is he embellishing?
I am obviously like putting on a bunch of lies. Like I karate kicked the shit out of that bartender for the information. And I did some sick backflips and there was gunfire. But like I got the deed done.
I just put my hand on Spot's shoulder. Please stop being a dumbass. You were so much.
It was
smarter
true.
than
I
this
saw
last
every single
time.
bit of that. The karate kick on the bartender. It was fucking badass, man.
Yeah.
You see
I'm
there's
gonna
just a
hold the
blank,
bridge with my nose.
unamused expression on Uralana's face. Right, well,
Okay. So
there has not been a lot of progress within the city from your assistance. But I appreciate the
Actually-
help you have given.
Thank you.
we have made actual real progress. We made contact with somebody who's effectively trying to start a new thieves guild. For the moment, direct intervention is not absolutely necessary because it could give us more insight into what's going on in the city. What might be planned. Currently, it's just mostly robberies. I believe that might be a pretty strong lead on what can be done.
Fair enough. Suppose that I can let that rest for the time being, so long as you upkeep the gathering of your information. But make no mistake, if you involve yourself in such criminal activities, you will be held to account.
I would never.
I doubt that.
He would never. I'll be a character witness.
I
He would
only
never.
cheat on John's spell swipe. Anyway, go
And
ahead.
as we all know, that's perfectly legal.
Very illegal. So anyway, what did you want to talk about?
I wanted to address some of our previous conversations. I figured since you all are giving a genuine attempt to make your mark on the city in a helpful and pleasant manner, though it's not been much, I would at least inform you that the meeting that is to be had is in 2 days. At which point she looks around, makes sure that nobody else other than her trusted guard and you all are within earshot. The Court of Whispers. I failed
just
to
gonna
see enough
be
tangible
internal.
change within the city to warrant granting you access to such a prestigious meeting. But that doesn't mean that plans can't change in the next 2 days. After all, you are on a relatively big case. An issue that has been a relative thorn in the side to us and our guards. Somebody who's managed to get past pretty secure facilities within our buildings and make away with pretty valuable utensils or even just stashes of coin. It's not a bad endeavor. And I feel as though catching this criminal is a valid way of earning my trust. As far as this goes, it would show your intentions towards the betterment of the city. But I appreciate all other matters you all have gathered, such as the security within our market district. It's been helpful, though I'm not impressed with the current amount of assistance that has been given. It's up to you what you wish to do with your time and what changes you wish to make to appease me in this case. But I did want to at least acknowledge what you have accomplished. So thank you for that, at the very least. You have 2 days to change my mind.
I hope you will, Captain.
We should be able to find this person who has been stealing these things. We're already on that case. It's what led us to the Thieves Guild. They have been selling stuff there. As far as that goes, we are trying to capture them as soon as possible. I feel that it's most likely to lead us to further information about that threat. If nothing else, we would be able to... Pardon?
A greater underground threat, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I will leave you to it, Blue and Black. 2 days to change my mind. You're dismissed.
Thank you.
I leave.
Okay. With that, you all make your way down, finding yourselves trying to slide or climb down the ladder as need be.
How tall is it?
It's pretty tall. It's pretty tall.
Okay.
You're probably looking at maybe like 10 stories.
Oh, okay.
You gonna jump?
Yeah, I see. Not if it's 10 stories.
Okay. I wasn't gonna either. I walk down.
Which, yeah, there are stairs that are like leading up to the top floor of the building it's attached to, but otherwise, like, it is a literal ladder climb up the rest of the way.
Yep. Okay, I guess we're all going on the case of the cast iron bandit then.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize that the time had snuck up on us like that. We were about a week out.
We didn't know when the meeting was. We have not known that until now.
It means that whatever is going to be instigated is either happening in 2 days, or it's happening tomorrow. Or did she mean 2 days, like 2 days after today? 2 days including today?
2 days until the meeting happens. The
And then
events that are going to take
assassination attempt
place
is after that.
Yeah, the events that are going to take place are still 9 days out that you're talking
Okay.
about.
Oh.
The meeting's happening.
I'm
before
gonna-
then.
I'm gonna immediately after we're done here, I'm gonna go to the jewelry shop and stand guard. Because that's what I do.
I am going to look at Spot going in that general direction. I'm just going to grab his arm.
What are you
Spot?
doing?
Spot, no.
What?
I don't believe that is the correct approach to what we want to accomplish.
No, I'm gonna catch the cast iron bandit.
I understand that, Spot. The cast iron bandit isn't going to show up if there is a random construct standing guard by the door.
Well, I'm not gonna stand by the door. I'm not an idiot.
I look over at Caroline.
I look over
Caroline?
at Caroline with a mean expression, being like, "Arr, come on."
Why are you being mean with me?
No, not that. Goran is saying that I can't catch this bandit on my own. Because he's jealous that he didn't get a think of it.
If I use locate creature, do I know enough about the cast iron bandit for that to work?
Actually, I think we do.
What do
I
you know
pull
about
out
the cast
the,
iron bandit?
Dragonborn. Cast iron bandit.
Pretty sure it's female.
Yep.
Yeah, we have the bounty page, right? We had a copy of it.
Mhm. You
Yeah,
guys
and the
got
bounty
that, yeah.
page just randomly gendered the person and then regretted it afterwards, so.
Yeah, can I study the bounty page?
The bounty page doesn't have a lot of information other than like sightings, like mentions of like possible descriptors that people could fit the description of, which
They only steal not
Was
valuable stuff.
Wasn't there something about like a scar or something, or am I imagining that?
yeah, there was a scar.
There's a scar.
It was on one of their eyes.
Golden scar.
Yep.
It's that enough? Is that enough?
I don't know. Is that enough?
Dragonborn,
I mean,
red
you can
scar,
try.
female.
Yeah, we could just do locate creature dragonborn.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
it's-
honestly, female dragonborn should. There's not that many dragonborns around as far as
A
I've seen.
gold scar that's specifically a bandit that
Not
robs
gold
places
s-
with a cast iron skillet. That's a very like.
Golden scar?
I-
Where are you getting golden?
Yeah, no, I made a
Is that not
Fortnite
what someone
joke.
said?
No.
Oh,
I mean-
Spot said that. Yes.
bro, I've been lied to.
I'm so sorry.
All right, I
You're
guess I'll
like, there's
try
no
it.
one
I'll
with a
cast
golden
locate
scar
creature
here.
cast iron bandit.
Okay. Sure. Go ahead and make me a spellcasting ability check.
I'm pissed about this, by the way.
Okay.
I was gonna do that.
Nat one.
Do you have that ability spot?
No, I was gonna catch it.
So, when you cast the spell, there is no ping.
Yeah,
Damn.
okay.
Yes, I mean, I say damn it, but I think hell
I
yes.
give everyone gas mode. Actually, no, I don't. I don't do this.
Okay.
We're
Anyway,
wander
We're
around.
not gas moving.
just make
Yeah,
Arya do
okay.
it. No, Arya's on the boat.
Arya
Fuck.
is on the boat. Yes.
Yeah, we need to get Arya
Okay,
here for free gas
spot.
mode.
Spot.
Yes.
How do you want us to go forth?
Catch the bandit.
Yeah. How?
They were gonna show up at the jeweler shop eventually. And it opens soon, so you know they might go early because you know society.
Okay.
Unless,
So you want
they
to,
go there at night and it's like illegal stuff. That could
Oh,
happen.
it is illegal stuff.
Well, yeah, but they might have like a back entrance at night, which I will skip for, obviously.
So you want to check out the jeweler shop?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else have anything that they think that could be interesting?
Yeah. Apparently, Goran wants to let the bandit go free.
I did my best shot. I got nothing else.
You did very good, Kedra.
It
No, I
lasts for an
fucking
hour.
didn't.
Again, that's bakery.
I think pretty unambiguously I fucked that one up.
No.
Look, I get stealing, but stealing from the poor, stealing less valuable items. Come on, rob the bank, as a normal bandit would. Come on.
He wasn't
That's-
stealing from poor people, or she
Okay.
wasn't stealing from poor people. Right? They were just.
Well, they're just
I-
stealing stuff that isn't important.
So, I look at the bounty page.
Mm-hmm.
What was he? What was she stealing specifically?
There's a reason she's the cast iron bandit because she steals cast iron. She doesn't use it.
No.
Well,
A lot of what had
Oh,
been
right.
stolen.
You're-
So
I
you
forgot.
you have
Okay.
gathered some information. Cal, what were you gonna say?
No, I was just making sure that they were letting you talk.
You guys do have some information on what she's been stealing from the bounty page. A lot of what has been reported is like valuable items such as trinkets, jewels.
I take my shit back.
Excuse me.
I lied.
A lot of the stuff that has been stolen is typically stuff that you would have seen from like people with wealth, people who have the money to do that kind of stuff, or to have that those kinds of possessions.
Well, don't say that, Riley. No, don't get her.
There have been reports of her stealing like, god damn it, sorry. There have been reports of her stealing other things too, like from street passerbys. So it's not like it's, you know, just the wealth that she's stealing from. But every time that somebody has somebody's tried to see her steal something, it's always been near like an alleyway, and so people have started to avoid those. There's not a lot of information as far as what exactly was stolen, just valuable items. On that note, though, with what was said earlier, Illiken, are you about to abandon the party to go to the fucking bakery again?
Oh, no.
No?
Never mind.
Okay.
No.
Did you want to? Because it's okay if you do, but you do have the whole party working on this project.
Do I have a bit of time to at least go and apologize for messing up?
Sure, I'll allow it.
We could just we can cover the area if we come with you. Or
Just ask us where we are when you're done, so that we can meet up again. Illiken.
I'm gonna be at the jewelry shop. Now
I'll
you
be
know.
really quick. I'll just go to quickly apologize and then head back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
From the reports, is it most like when she's been stealing valuable items, is it like pickpocketing or is it burglary?
Burglary.
Okay.
Though that doesn't mean
But
that,
she has
that
done
she hasn't...
both?
She's done both, yeah.
Okay.
Who has done? Is this about the guards who are telling us
No.
what has been happening?
Yeah, the guards have been committing
thinks...
burglaries.
They've been
Irlanda...
eating burgers.
Irlanda thinks that we haven't done enough to actually bring us to the meeting, so she said that we have to catch the cast iron bandits.
Basically.
Yeah.
So unless our
So
plan
we
is
haven't
to
done
act
enough
rich
what?
and get robbed,
To
I'm
get
going to
like
Julie's store.
for her to like bring us to the meeting of the Court of Whispers.
Or actually wanted us to do jobs for her.
Yeah.
yes,
Have we
we're doing that right now.
tried
And
talking
someone
about-
doesn't
well,
want to
we're
let me do it.
trying to do it right now.
Talking about her
Is
Well, I mean, Spot, if you want to like stake out the jewelry shop,
Yes.
if you can be hidden enough to do that without rising suspicion from other thieves.
Totally.
Genius idea. We dress him
I-
naked, and then we
I'm
put
gonna-
a beautiful necklace around him, and he goes into sentinel mode. Like a statue.
Or I can put like a giant green wig on and be tree.
We're already a Christmas tree.
No.
okay. I think
I am Groot having it.
I think that scouting the jewelry shop is a good idea. It's just, Spot, I'm gonna be so real with you. You have not inspired confidence with me today about your ability to do stealth stuff.
Okay, please let me know how I have not inspired stealthily abilities.
I don't know. You've just sort of been, you're kind of being really aggressive with the guards who were there, who are kind of on our side. You've
Hearsay,
been-
Your Honor, looking at Caroline. Hearsay.
Am I a judge in this scenario?
Do you not judge people?
Not for living, kind of.
Exactly, kind of.
Sorry, overheard it. Too, though it's not exactly hearsay.
Look, I just know
Or
that
what
we
you
have bad
think.
experiences with being robbed, and people outside your house is usually bad in my experience.
To be fair, Goran,
And also-
Spot has only been alive for a year and a half.
It's
Okay,
his first time
Well,
living
he
too.
was born
relevance to the
yesterday.
question.
That's fair. It is his first time living.
Yeah.
Happy 18 months. You're officially a toddler.
Thank you.
I'll drink to that.
I'm dying over here.
I think that Spot can try.
Yeah, also, which one of you can spawn cages? I thought so. I can do that.
What?
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry?
Yeah, exactly. You guys can't. I can.
I don't think
So-
you've ever
Okay.
mentioned that before.
I can. I have done it multiple times in front of you, actually. So that's not true.
Spawn cages?
Yeah. I'm not gonna start talking about spells because you don't know what I'm talking about. Starry might know. He might have studied it with some nerd shit.
What do I think?
I'm talking about
Spot is
mental
referring to?
prison. I have spells. That is basically
I
just
don't
a
think
mental
we can
prison.
see them.
Spawn cages?
So-
It is. Yeah.
No, but
Oh.
they can see them, and it will stop them from moving, and literally it will just stop them in their fucking movement track.
Okay, so we've never actually seen you spawn cages.
Yes, it will stop them in their fucking movement track. I'm sorry.
Look,
that's very
I've
funny.
done this multiple times.
Anyways, Spot, I think that you can try.
Yes,
Um,
and
just,
succeed.
Hopefully, yeah.
No, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not look like Spot, since you were looking like Spot yesterday when we talked to the jeweler guy.
Look, I know what's up. I know what's up. I know my stuff.
That's
You
good.
do.
That's good.
Exactly.
I
Well,
think
glad you know
maybe I
what's
want
up.
to go talk to some of the people that have been robbed.
That could also be smart.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what you would accomplish for that, but that might be smart. That might do something.
Well, thank you for the confidence.
No, I believe in you. I'm telling you.
Yep.
So, what I'm hearing is Spot's gonna go play security while keep an eye on the jeweler's place.
Well, it's not security. I'm not gonna stand outside the door being like, "Who are you? Show ID." You know.
No, but like, I mean, like, are you gonna cosplay as security? Like, two of you?
I'm gonna-
Yeah, two of you did the previous couple of days.
Goran and
Oh,
Yeah.
was that the
I-
jeweler shop?
No, there was a different.
was-
It was on the same street.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
do.
We
I'll do that. I'll go ask. I was like, understudy.
Okay.
okay.
The big
If-
guy was
if-
sick today.
Because
So here's the. So here's what we could do if you are wanting to do that. You can take the security job again, and you can be on the street. But your job isn't to necessarily protect the jeweler shop or investigate it, because I feel like that would be suspicious. Your job is mostly to be there and look angry. And not even angry, just like intimidating physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it for ulterior purposes of finding that thief. So
But
Yeah.
you can kind of do both, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to investigate the jeweler shop very thoroughly because you need to maintain visibility in the area.
yeah, no, I get that. I'll do it after
So-
dark or something.
We can work together on this. If you want to take the security job, I can scout the jeweler shop.
Okay.
And you'd still be able to keep an eye out for the thief on the street. As long as you're not being too, don't be too, like,
Ew.
oh, hey, I'm looking for this thief.
No, I wouldn't tell
um,
them. This is secret stuff.
Yeah. I just want to make sure.
No, I know. I'm great. I know my stuff. Look, I've been catching bad guys since the day I was born, literally. So,
that's very
I know
true.
my stuff.
That's very true.
What did you do at 2 months? How many bad guys had you catched?
Well,
Oh.
I mean, I was involved in a couple of executions at that point.
Well, yeah, I don't really just your dad on who's bad guys for executions, you know. You can
I
just do
mean,
that.
from a certain perspective, they were bad guys.
But my perspective is more cool and epic.
This conversation is painful.
No.
Oh, trust me, man. I know.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be outside that jewelry store somehow. I can do it through the job thing. I'll do that, sure. But I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna catch the
Okay.
thief.
Yeah. Why don't
But-
you guys do that? And then
I'll take
We-
Catters on the shoulder. Be like, I got this one. Stand back.
You got this one?
I got this
Alright.
one.
Oh, I got
I'll
this.
stand back. I'll watch you do it. I'll be over here encouraging you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I look over at Caroline. I have been hurt. This is the shit I have been dealing with since like 4 in the morning, man.
this is the shit I've been dealing with since I first met everyone that's here right now.
Ever of all time.
Look, at least, it's not me this time.
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking about dealing with cool epic guys, sure. But like, calm it down over there. I got this.
Why don't you guys go ahead to the market district, and then I'll go find the other guys, and whoever wants to join me can.
Okay.
Sounds nice. And then I'll leave the conversation and leave the group and head towards the shops.
Okay.
Yeah.
And whoever's allowed to wants to follow is allowed to follow.
Who is following Spot? Is it Kadrith and Goran, or is it just Spot?
I was gonna go with Caroline.
Okay.
Just me then. As it
Is
should
Goran
be.
going?
Well,
I'm
I
going
gave
with
him a huge pause to say that he was going, but he didn't. So
I
Go ahead.
I'm going with Spud. And
Okay.
I just like
I will not resist at this time.
Okay.
okay.
So, to speed things up then, for the sake of this, given you guys are doing your jobs at those days, oh, hi babies. So, Illikin, you managed to find your way back to the bakery and make amends. It's not hard to do. They're relatively nice people. They're just kind of worried about the clumsiness of everything. No hard feelings, at the very least. And eventually you'll find your way back to the spot where your party was, and your party has dissipated. They're moved on to different things. In the meantime, while that's happening, Spot and Goran make your way to the market district where you guys will take on those security jobs again. Spot, are you altering yourself at all or no?
I probably will have, sadly. So
Just so you know, like, every time you cast it, it's, the d20 check, right?
yeah, I know. I will be like, oh, I need a pee break. Let me go into this alley.
Oh, I need to
Traitor,
urinate
Goran,
like
will
a
you just
humanoid.
Shit, I need to
Damn.
piss like a fuck. Okay, no, I would do that, and I would.
I need
Like
to
a
get some
fuck.
water for the day today.
Also, I will be disguising myself taller and more muscular.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough to do.
As a human?
I'm-
Show me. We'll start this off with. This is going to be a series of d20 checks. It doesn't cost you a spell slot, does
Okay.
it?
No, I can do that. I will.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me the first d20.
How long are we gonna be here? Like, how long is the jig gig?
It's a day job.
But 24 hours then.
Not
No?
24 hours.
No.
It's,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Just during the day. Can
How
I
many
like,
did-
not take the job and mostly focus on scouting?
Alright.
You don't have to.
So you're not taking the job, it's just Spot taking the job.
It's just Spot taking the job. I'm there to help Spot.
Okay. Keep him focused.
Shit, I should have gotten an
um,
expended spell. I could have done polymorph. That would have been fun.
So,
I don't have
Spot,
extended spell.
D20.
Fuck. Definitely changing that when I'm leveling up, huh? Yeah, D20.
mm-hmm.
6.
Okay. No wild magic.
No
You
wild
make your way
magic.
Back to your post as a different man.
Yeah.
Muscular, burly. Go ahead and make me that intimidation check.
Intimidation check?
Uh-huh.
Okay. With the advantage since I'm handsome and tall?
Nope.
Okay. It's fine. 22.
Okay.
I'm handsome and tall.
I'll get back to that. Goran. While all
I'm
of
gonna
that
go
is
pee.
happening,
Yeah, I'll be right back.
you are staking out the jeweler shop, right?
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace before getting to the area and make sure that I can. I'm like hood up, all that kind of jazz.
Easy enough.
Actually, well, hood up would make me look a little more suspicious. I'm not going to do that, but so full stealth.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check. Because I know you want
So-
to. Are you blending into the crowd, or are you?
I'm kind of blending into the crowd,
Okay, this needs to be a charisma
but
stealth check.
also,
Then.
pardon?
This needs to be a charisma stealth check then. You'll still get the benefits
Okay.
of Pass Without Trace and everything, but you use your charisma modifier instead of dexterity.
Very cool. Cool. How do we feel about 23?
23. Okay. As you kind of make your
Pretty
way into
low.
the crowd and hide away, even spot.
No, it's not 23. It's 33. With Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Much better. As you manage to blend your way into the crowd and become just kind of a shadowed figure that just exists amongst the people. Both of you, I know Spot said he's going somewhere, but if Spot's still there, go ahead and both make a perception check.
Cool. Fuck me, dude. 14.
Buy dinner first? I don't know. 14? Where the fuck is everybody gone?
I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm still here, but I said I went with
I'm here.
Caroline, so
Yeah,
I've been on the mic the entire time. I'm just getting my pizza.
Well, fair. I just saw that like I saw 4 mics muted
Yeah,
and 2
back.
chairs were empty, and I'm like, okay, Spot, make a perception check.
Yes.
When you say
18.
Yeah.
18, okay. As you two taking your respective roles and keeping an eye on the area around you, time passes on, and as it does, eventually it does come to a point where that same cloaked figure from before makes his way to the jeweler shop
The same? What do you mean? I've seen it before. I don't
from the
remember.
previous day. Well, oh, that's right. You wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Well, I would notice a cloaked figure, obviously.
Yeah, you'd think, but no, you wouldn't actually.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
For the sake
You
of
just said I
this,
noticed
the
we
cloaked
will,
figure.
We will pass on to something else. I'll come back to you
You
guys.
think it might be Goran?
It might be Goran. Because you don't know where Goran is. You don't see Goran.
No, but I
Um,
recognize
have you
his
not
cloak.
seen Goran's cloak before?
I would
Have you
fucking
not recognize the cloak?
Goran.
Everybody
I only
in,
recognize this because I maybe saw it yesterday. Okay, sure.
everyone in Caroline's group, which Caroline is now back. Gotta wait for her to put her headset on. Don't
How
worry,
long will
don't
this
worry, we'll
last? Because I
wait
have
for
some pizza upstairs that I might want to eat.
her. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. Go ahead.
Okay.
We'll wait for.
I'll be back.
Yep, just gotta wait for Caroline to put the headset back on as she takes her sweet time. There she is.
Okay, so Spot, why exactly are you casting Fireball?
No, that's not what's happening. Caroline, you and your group, you have Starry
Yeah.
and Kadrith and... Oh no, because Illikin went to do her own thing temporarily. But you have those two. What are the 3 of you doing?
We are based on the.
I'll
Okay,
start sick today. He
sorry.
can't work. No? Okay.
Cure hand, fucking healing hands. What the fuck is it called?
Lay on
Oh.
hands.
Lay on hands.
Lay on
Oh,
hands.
headache. Ah,
I cure disease.
anxiety. Shit.
Some
guys.
people have actually characterized mental health disorders in
nope,
like an
nope,
actually
nope.
good empirical medical way?
So,
That's
we
just-
okay,
are
I see what you're
going
with. Okay.
based on the wanted poster. It had like different people who, had been
Didn't have their
burglarized.
names, but there are ways of getting those names.
We want to get those names
Right.
so that we can interview these people. Talk to these
So
people.
for doing something like that, it's not hard to put together the methods of doing so. Like going to go talk to like the guards who took the statements, or even just like the general posts to see what they know about the victims and point in the direction of maybe getting their statements as well.
Yeah.
Doing so will take some time, but it's not impossible to do. As you guys are going around talking to guards to get the names of victims, given the posters, I'm gonna say that getting the names of victims for this, let's go with, you know what, the three of you, go ahead and make me persuasion checks.
Okay.
16.
25.
How do you spell it?
Persuasion.
Okay.
Mr. Guard, do you have any super info?
So the info that you're able to gather from the guards, from what they were able to tell you, is going to give you an address that'll lead you in the direction of one of the victims, who is relatively recent. An individual
Okay.
who lost a amethyst necklace.
Ooh.
Anytime we see someone with a necklace that's somewhat purple, I'm like, what are you hiding? Who are you?
You? Are you the one that did it?
Roll
We're
around
making our way
me.
over to the address of the individual. This is somebody who is in, like, not the noble district, but they are in one of the wealthier houses. You can tell because the house is standalone on the block, and also has 3 stories, bigger than the like townhouse 3 stories that you guys are currently residing at. As you make your way to the door, go ahead and make me, the 3 of you, also make me perception checks.
What?
Like what?
Perception checks.
Perception.
8.
23.
Rerolling that.
Lucky.
I rolled an 8 as well. A 14. Fine. Ah!
Okay. So, you will make your way up to the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
There's a pause. Eventually, you make your way, or eventually, after some time passes, you hear the turning of nut locks on the door, and as it opens, you see a young-ish woman, somebody who definitely looks like she's worked for a fairly long time, but it's probably still late 20s-ish for human. Opens the door. Hello, can I help you?
Hello. We are trying to find the cast iron bandits, and we heard that you might be one of their victims.
Oh, you must be talking about the lady of the house. No, I'm just one of the servants.
Of
Please come in and take your shoes off in the foyer.
Thank you.
As
I
she
do.
leaves the door open for the 3 of you to enter. Madam Sansa, you have guests here. Investigators about the robbery. At which point you hear footsteps coming from down the hall, and you see an older woman who also looks human, but looks like she has way too much makeup on her face. It doesn't look bad, but it's like you can tell it's not the right color foundation ever so slightly, and it looks like a lot. It's you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And as she makes her way down in a relatively elegant, deep like black purple dress, that flows like from her tight waist all the way down to the floor as it glides across the stairs and she makes her way down. You lot don't look like investigators. You may call me Madam Sansa. And what do I owe the pleasure outside of furthering the capture of this thief?
Well, seeing as how the usual city guards have not managed to find them yet, they have put us on the case.
I did hear something about them potentially making this more of a bounty hunting situation, given the notoriety of this thief. And she kind of makes her way over towards, like, the center area of the foyer. Tea, darling. Now. Yes, ma'am. And the younger girl turns and leaves. So... oh, actually, would you like a place to sit?
That would be very kind of you.
Please, the living quarters are this way. And she turns and leads you into a decently sized room with a pretty nice set of, it's a pretty nice, like, sofa set with sofas, chairs, and a beautiful, dining table. Not dining table, it looks like a coffee table, but the glass that it's made of has a metal coating on it that makes it look, it looks reflective like a mirror. And it is pristinely polished. She takes a seat in one of the chairs as the rest of you find your way into the room. So, what would you like to know?
Everything.
Very well. The thief made her way into my room not that long ago. This was probably... I suppose we are running closer to 3 weeks now. Though, she broke into the house, did damage to the lock on one of my windows on the second story, and as she rummaged through a lot of my belongings, she looked like, or it seems like she was looking for something. Something specific, like she knew where something was hiding, or knew that something was hiding in there. And it just so happened to be my inherited ancestral amethyst necklace. This is a piece that has been brought down, has been passed down in my family for generations, and it is an incredibly intricate piece. It means a lot to us that we get it back. Regardless, she tore through my room until she found it and made her leave, but not before being caught by one of my servants, at which point she locked the door, continued to rummage, and we had to damage the door itself to get into the room, so that she may find what she was looking for. Thank you, dear. As the servant comes in and starts passing around cups of tea, as well as leaving the platter with the tea on it on the coffee table.
Detect poison disease.
I personally. Okay. Is that just casting a spell? Is that an action or
spell.
missing?
I don't actually have it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
She continues. I did not personally see the thief, but knowing the infamousy of the cast iron bandit, I know it was her. Plus, the girl that did see it, though she's not working today, I can have her summoned. She mentioned the physique of a dragonborn of red scales.
And you said this bandit knew exactly where your amulet was?
No, but she knew what she was looking for. Knew that it had to have been in my room and tore up the entire place trying to find it, and was successful.
And you're confident you never met this person?
Oh, absolutely. There's not many dragonborn in the city, let alone ones of chromatic coloring.
So, the question that I'm wondering is how they knew about your amulet, then.
That's a good question. I don't know. I'd
like an insight check on she doesn't know. Trying to
Make an
figure out if
insight
she's
check.
Hiding any facts about knowing this person from already. 27.
Nice.
There's an 18 plus 9, 27.
Nice.
Okay, alright, let me go ahead and type something out to you then.
In the story shop.
Yep.
Secrets. Secrets.
What was the type of necklace called again? It was a what necklace?
Amethyst.
Amethyst. Thank you.
Amethyst is a type of stone.
Yes, a gemstone.
Yeah.
I was about to say merci. Anything at the time I hear merci, it reminds me of the restaurant.
Sure.
I think it's such a fucking goofy name.
Big secrets. Well, it's a French
Already
restaurant.
thinking of real.
Okay, there you go.
Big secrets. If you could have the girl summoned, that would be preferable.
Of course. Would you please send for Bianca?
Hang on, I have a question.
Yes.
In terms of the people on your servant staff, who of them would know about this amulet?
Oh, that is a good question. I would say that of my servant staff, each of them have tended to my quarters and have probably seen it in passing. So if you think either of them have been involved, then there's a good to fair chance that it was any one of them.
Is anybody else on the premises that would have the motivation to steal it?
Motivation.
Well,
I had considered that either of them, being of lower quality in wealth, would potentially have motivation to steal such a priceless gem. But I hadn't considered that their loyalty would be in question until now. It's possible. I don't think either of them would. But I don't see how they would have... the thief knowing. It's possible.
Also, when in the day did the burglary occur?
Oh, broad daylight. As it just so happens. Broad, bloody daylight.
Were you out of the house?
No, I was in the house when it happened as well. Though I was downstairs writing out a memoir. And when I heard the commotion going on, I heard for Bianca, my other servant, shouting that there was a thief, and that they were in the room, at which point I made my way up to the master bedroom, find it locked, and we had to, between the three of us ladies, break down the door. I'm still upset.
do you know what
the door
entrance the
has
thief took
damage.
to get inside?
Yes,
The
I would
window?
assume it's the window. There's noticeable damage and scratch marks on the outside of the frame.
But the window itself is intact.
Correct.
That implies it was opened, not broken.
Right. Have you replaced the window yet, or is the damage still present?
The damage is still present. Once we catch the thief, I'm going to file a number of charges against them.
Of course. Would it be possible for us to look at it?
You may, though I would ask that you refrain from touching any of my belongings in the room. You may investigate the window as much as you need, though.
Of course, madam.
Come this way.
I follow suit.
At which point she turns to the other servant. Follow us. Stay close. Now you're seeing her demeanor shift towards the servant. At which point, as she takes you upstairs and eventually guides you towards the master bedroom, you can see the door to the master bedroom currently is currently like tied off in the sense that there is a small like piece of string that's tied to the door handle and a nail that has been embedded in the door frame, where she unties it and pushes the door open since the latch is now broken. Making your way inside, you can see that the room itself has been put back together, though there are some clothes, like a pair of dresses that are strewn over a changing flap in the room. The bed is pristine, put together. You can see that she's taken, like, the two dresses over, like, the changing piece are the only two pieces of clothing that are outside of wherever they were needing to be, like wherever they're not put away, out for some other reason. And she kind of guides you over to the window, which you can see that where the window is, there is noticeable damage on the outside of the frame. Go ahead, whoever wants to, among you three, make an investigation check. Actually, since you're all three doing it, it's up to you who wants to, or if you want to do anything else in the room, but...
Right.
Well, I already rolled. I got an 11.
Okay.
Is the Starry can also go ahead.
I was at a
Is
plus
it-
10.
Like,
Yeah, I have plus
is it
9.
like scratches as if someone had used a crowbar to open, like to pry open the window?
That'd be an investigation check to figure out exactly what happened. All three of you can make investigation checks. I'll allow it.
I'd like to investigate the
Go for
window
it.
specifically.
So we've got a 10 for
I was going to
Cadmus.
share that hypothesis with
No,
the rest
11.
of the group.
11, sorry.
26.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
And a 26 from Starry. So, between Caroline and Starry, one of the things you notice about the window is that it's possible that the markings were made by a crowbar, like the window being lifted up and dented. And that would have had to have, like, in order for that to happen, the window would have to have been locked. Something that you notice is that the window would have had to have been unlocked. And the reason for that is because there is no damage to the locking mechanism of the window itself.
Right.
So something you noticed, Starry, is that, and I'll give you this because you rolled at least 25 or higher, right? Would you roll 20? Was it 26?
26.
You notice that given where the markings are on the window and how there is no damage to the lock on the window, which would just slide upward, the window had to have been unlocked at the time that this would have taken place, if this was the entry point, and the damage was done after.
Is the damage on the inside or the outside?
The outside.
Madam, do you
So
have
either the
insurance
lock
for
was
this?
replaced or the window was unlocked.
Madam, do you have insurance for this necklace?
Insurance for such a priceless art. Insurance for such a priceless possession is not something this town, or even this country, offers us. So no.
Are your windows normally locked?
Every one of them.
Well, this window was unlocked at the time of the robbery.
How do you figure that? I could have sworn I locked it in that morning, and you can see there are markings here on the window.
There's no
It had
damage to the lock itself.
But I locked it. I know I
just
locked it.
Look at both her and the other girly.
Insight check.
Just like, yep. We looking real hard.
You speak it so mid.
Oh,
right now.
oh, 24.
I saw that natural too. Fucking plus 14 because you have proficiency. It's 24. So one thing you notice is that she's pretty sure she locked the door. Like she locked the
Yeah.
window. Like
Yeah.
there's no lack of conviction there. But the
So
servant, on the other
if
hand,
you
does have some noticeable
locked it-
nervousness to her. Like she's playing it off pretty well, but you can see that she's like digging her fingernails into one another as kind of like a coping mechanism. Just trying
Yeah.
to keep herself composed.
I believe you. 100%. That you locked the window.
Well, belief doesn't help bring
One
back
last thing. It was only the servants that saw the actual Dragonborn. It wasn't you.
As a matter of fact, yes. The servant that's not here, that Her name is Bianca.
Mm-hmm. You should probably get her here. We'd like to have a word.
They're working on it.
Well, I was going to send Laurel to go get her, but I stopped her because you wanted to question
I
her.
think maybe it would be best if you went.
Me?
Yeah.
Go send myself one of my servants.
I know how it sounds, but trust me. I have a reason for doing this.
Make a persuasion check.
To get the woman out of the room to only talk to the
16.
16. Fine. But none of you are to step foot in any room other than the foyer while I am gone.
We would never.
Well, I would hope not. The guard sent you here. I assume the guard did send you, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
We have been specifically requested to solve this crime.
And your names are?
Yadrith. That's Caroline and that's Starry.
Starry.
Alec.
Starry Alec. For half-elf even, that... Sure. I have names. That's fine. I will make my leave and send for my own servant.
Thank you, madam.
At which point she
Caroline
takes you all
dying the
out.
moment that
Is it, so
her
there's
name was
only
mentioned and not the persona.
Eventually, you are all
So-
led to the foyer.
No.
She leaves, closing the door behind her.
Yeah. Once she exit the room, I turn to the servant. How much does she pay you?
She pays me about 2 silver a day.
Doesn't sound like much. You make do?
Have to.
Did you
Mhm.
unlock the window?
What? Did I unlock the window?
Sometimes you absent-mindedly, you just do it. Right, it happens. We just want to know if it was you.
Bianca and I cleaned the room together. I didn't unlock the window, no.
So you think she did it?
If it would had to have been one of us, then yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to try to see if there's some withheld information about knowing. that
You
unlocking
may
of the
make an
window.
insight check
Yeah,
on
is
that.
she lying?
Make an insight check.
Basically, she lying.
Is she lying?
Oh wait. Oh
Is she
shit.
lying?
Wait.
Is she lying? Is she lying? 24.
Hold on. Hold on. Inside right?
Insight, yes.
Insight, yes.
22.
Nice.
22. She's not being entirely truthful. That's for sure.
Yep.
Based off her demeanor alone, like, she jumped at the opportunity. She tried not to make it look obvious, but she did kind of jump at the opportunity to throw Bianca under the bus and throw blame off of her. That was something that both of you would have very, very quickly picked up on, and even Cadrith, who I know that's what you're going for.
I mean, I didn't roll, but I noticed, so...
Beyond that, it's likely that she is lying, yes.
Wow, madam, I would like you to know that the punishment for
1 second.
such a crime.
Hold that thought, just 1 second.
Damn.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
good
it
at
was
this.
definitely
I fucked
both
up
of them, right?
Somebody
Huh?
now knows me as Starry Alec.
It was
It's fine.
definitely both of them, right? Like they're in cahoots, they did it together.
It could very.
I mean, in my unofficial opinion, that's what I think we got going on.
Well, I mean, if she was so willing to throw the other one under the bus, probably not, because that will lead back to her.
Well, the thing is, I think that
Necessarily.
it's probably both of them. Because the thing is,
Self-ruin?
like, it's easier for me to imagine that they coordinated this.
Excuse
My
me.
pizza's finally here, sorry.
Both of them.
Jesus Christ,
Pizza,
sorry.
I had to. Thank you. Okay, so what were you saying?
The punishment for these types of crimes will only get worse with time, withholding information and such, so anything more, you know, it's better just say it.
Make me... I'm gonna say make me an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
Yeah, using your charisma.
If you help us now, we can make sure that those punishments are not made worse than they have to be.
I'm gonna reroll that. God damn it. Okay, I got a 10.
Bruh. Brig got a 10.
I have a minus in the
Like,
1.
Are you trying to imply that I had something to do with this? Because I didn't. And I don't know anything else. I'm not even sure that... If Bianca was the one that unlocked the window, I don't know if she did it on purpose. But I didn't do it.
Uh-huh. We believe you. Alright, we believe you. But something
Is
isn't
there any
adding up
reason-
here. So you'll forgive
Is
us
there
for
any
taking the
reason Bianca
opportunity to
would do
invest.
it?
She gets paid the same as me, as far as I know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Has she done anything suspicious recently?
You see her kind of take a moment to think. I mean, she has been coming in later. But I also hear that she leaves later, so I don't know. We were both here when the incident occurred.
Has she made any big purchases recently?
Not that I know of. She hasn't told me about any big purchases, and I only ever talked to her here.
Is Laurel wearing anything that's obvious to someone who's grown up around staff that she wouldn't be able to have?
That's an interesting question. Do me a favor. This is gonna be an intelligence perception check.
Bruh. Why you do me like this? Okay. Intelligence perception check. I am proficient, which is a... What is it again? Plus now?
Plus 6 is proficiency, yes.
Yes. So it's D20 plus 6.
18 total. I'm gonna guess.
Okay. 23.
It does not appear that she is currently wearing anything that would be out of the norm as far as being a servant would go. She does not have any rings on her fingers, and her hands look like they are working hands as far as handling certain aspects of chores around the house. Nails are short but not done. She does not have any kind of jewelry hanging off of her, no piercings, nothing like that. The clothes that she wears are relatively nice, though potentially a little worn given the day's chores, but nothing that would scream like out of the ordinary. She doesn't have anything else on her either. Like, it seems that anything of her that would be personal is not currently being worn if she had it. You notice, like it looks like it's probably either borrowed clothes or clothes that are not like... They're not like the peasants and like clothes per se, but they were probably clothes that were given to her to be used as a uniform for working in this estate.
Yeah. Do you have servants' quarters in this house?
There is a room for all of our stuff to be put in place, if that's what you're asking. It's considered servants' quarters, but not in the sense that we spend the nights here.
Right.
Sorry, can you go search those?
I would request that I be
Oh.
present while you search any of my things.
While you're a suspect, that's not happening. Sorry to say it.
In
Well, there's
accordance with the
not
laws
really
of this
been
land, it is.
Looking.
I don't believe you.
Gotcha.
That does not
Good
sound right.
You weren't actually sent here by the guard, were you?
We were. We will
We were
wait.
personally requested to handle this matter. So you understand my seriousness.
And I understand, and I'm not saying that you can't look at my things, but you must understand that I would like to be present while you do.
Any particular
As is
reason
my-
why?
It's my right, and they're my things. Just as though the madam of this house requested to be present while you searched through her room. I may be a peasant, but I have my rights.
Alright, let's go check it out.
Fine.
At least we can when the missus gets back.
All
Stay
right.
in the foyer anyways. And we will
Right.
do that until she...
We exit and we close the door. Make sure that the window is locked. By the way, we leave the window locked.
You did when you left the room earlier. Yes, you left the window locked.
Okay, good. And we also close the door.
Not much time passes beyond this conversation that the main entrance opens, and you can see the two, a new face and the lady of the house, make her way back inside. Annoyed that she ever had to leave the house in the first place, but as you all make your way inside, oh good, you're all still here, and mildly annoyed, but fine. This is Bianca, my other servant. And she
Pleasure.
kind of waves. You're a little shorter, but both human. Both servants are human. Is there anything I can do to help with the investigation?
Bianca, can
Yeah,
I?
Yeah,
ask
we still have a
you-
couple questions.
Right. Well, I'll answer what I can, but ask away.
I can
Was the
go-
window locked or unlocked on the day of the robbery?
I
Tedros,
assume it was.
maybe Take this.
What did she say?
Sorry, I was
Trying to suggest-
interrupted. Sorry. I assumed it was locked. I didn't touch the locks when we got in there to clean the room, and Milady here locks the windows and doors every time she leaves a room outside of the main her room for us to go in and clean it. The windows are
you-
usually locked.
You didn't accidentally leave it open, something slips your mind. That wasn't you? Didn't happen?
No, sir.
Right, interesting. Do you have any idea who did?
I assumed the lock was broken when the bandit came in. No.
Lock's not
Is she
broken, we
lying?
checked.
Make an insight check.
I was trying to hint at you guys taking them to another
Yes. I know.
room.
24.
You know, speaking to them separately.
She doesn't
I
seem
know.
to be lying at all.
Gotcha.
She seems pretty truthful.
Lady Sansa,
Yes.
is it possible for us to inspect the servants' quarters?
Absolute mode, my dear. This way. At which point, Laurel, I would like to be present while you investigate my things, please. Is that alright with you?
Is Bianca not saying that at all?
Bianca doesn't have anything in there.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, that
she,
makes-
I'll rephrase. No, she does not. She's not saying anything. But Bianca also has some of her own personal belongings on her as well.
Wait, what did you say? The whole you cut out.
Bianca does not have. Bianca has some of her own personal belongings on her. Like she has like almost like a side tote or a bigger purse that looks like it will probably house like spare clothes or you know different shoes or different things that she has for the work in the house.
A gym bag.
A gym bag, yeah.
If you want to watch whilst we search, you may, but I would prefer it if you stayed outside of the room.
I would rather be in the room present when you search my belongings, but I will not interfere with your search.
Is there a particular reason why you're so intent on being there?
They are my things. That's my belongings. I don't know you. We don't wear the guard's colors or even emblems. You could be strangers here.
Can I make an insight check?
I'll make an insight check, sure.
That doesn't fucking matter. I got a 3.
Hard to read.
Oh, like now.
And then Caroline froze.
Yeah, my internet is being very annoying.
Caroline had a hiccup.
We love that for you.
I think we should go search and then I can stand with you, Laurel. Just make sure.
Thank you. At which point, Sansa turns to you. Then maybe we proceed. This way. And she turns and leads you all into the servants' quarters, which is like literally like a small side closet that's underneath the stairs. But there is like shelving and stuff to like a small stool you could sit on for a little while. Shelving that you can hang your stuff on. Little cubbies in a almost like a bookshelf that's been repurposed for like cubbying your stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of space in the room. So whatever you do, like you can pull your stuff out. But Laurel stands aside as who is doing the investigation.
Who's got the highest investigation skill?
I got
Starry. Starry is
I got
very
plus
good at
9.
investigating stuff.
Can the two of us both?
Sure.
All right.
And I will stand with Laurel.
Watch him.
Hawkeye.
Natural 20. Plus 9, 29.
Nice.
Good job.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
I
got
got 30.
15. I'll let that stand.
Okay.
He's 2 out of 3 lick points.
So, as you begin to look through her stuff, you can see that one of the first things as well is like taking stuff out of the bag and setting it aside. There does not appear to be the necklace in there at all. One of the things you would have noticed is that the coin purse is somewhat heavy, but not ridiculously heavy. It's more like
I open it.
either it's okay. Looking inside.
Want to see what's in it?
Yeah, looking inside, you can see there are a couple silver pieces and a couple gold pieces. It would be heavy for anybody in the sense like it isn't heavy in your taste of things, but for the occupation, the amount of gold there is a little suspicious, unless she's just really good at saving and keeps it almost on her at all times. That
Okay,
is
so the
something to note.
servants are Bianca, and the other one's name is
Laurel.
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 Laurel
I
is
turn to
the
Laurel.
suspicious one.
There is
Got some
one.
gold pieces in here.
Yes, I do.
You told me you get paid in silver.
Yes, we do.
Hmm.
Am I not allowed
So
to?
where'd the gold come from?
The gold came. I trade in my silver. It gets tiring carrying around all that silver around, and
Mhm.
I
How
try
many
to-
gold pieces are in here? Just not asking her, I'm asking you.
Right. There would be 7 gold pieces.
7 gold pieces. That's 70 silver. That's what, an entire week's, or yeah, it'd be 70 silver.
That's 7 to
It's-
10 days. Do you use 10 days? We don't use 10 days.
She said 2 silver a day.
Mhm.
That's 35 days of work.
That's a whole month's pay.
Is Bianca's coin purse there?
No, but Bianca has her pouch with her.
Bianca, how much money is in your coin purse?
I can count it. I have 6 silver.
That's a pretty stark difference. Isn't it? Laurel?
Yes, sir.
You think Bianca just spends that much more than you?
I would assume so. She has family to take care of. I live alone.
Mm-hmm.
You did
Laurel,
say
I think it's time for
earlier.
you to cut the bullshit. You've been telling a lot of lies. And if
I
you
have
think I
not.
haven't picked up on them, then you're dumber than I thought. Now make with it. Tell me what really happened.
I've already told you everything I need to know. Or everything I know. Everything... I've not lied. I
Bullshit.
didn't see the thief. I didn't... I...
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
unlocked the window.
Make an intimidation check, the both of you.
Can I give him advantage?
You may. Since he started it.
Yeah.
19.
19.
With advantage?
Yeah, the other one was a nat 1.
Okay.
Trying to intimidate and the voice cracks. No, 19's good.
I have advantage.
You see her like stammer a bit, like she is at this point like afraid of a number of things. She's I
If you tell us the truth now, we'll make sure they go easy on you when you get arrested. People who cooperate get lighter sentences, you know that.
I didn't steal the necklace. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But you came into contact with the person who did. Because you have spoil from the burglary.
At which point you hear Sansa like holding a fan in her hand, slap it on a fucking countertop. Talk, damn it! Use your words before I fill your mouth with soap.
Relax, lady. We're handling this.
It was a good opportunity.
Yes. Opportunities can be very enticing.
You see how much money it is. I had to. I'm sorry. I'm tired of living in squalid conditions.
We understand that. That's a fair concern. But you really gotta tell us everything that happened, start from the beginning. Alright?
Fine. Yes, I unlocked the window. But that's all I did. She told me that she would pay me half for unlocking the window and half after it was done. It was she gave me 3 gold up front. A dragonborn, red scales. I don't know her name. I barely even saw her face.
Have you picked up the other half of the money yet?
Yes,
She
it's
gave
in
me
there.
She gave me 4 instead of 3 for my job.
Where did you two meet?
I was on my way home. I had to pass through an alley of she had to have been stalking the house. She was really convincing, and I thought that all I had to do was unlock the window.
So you have no way of getting in contact with her?
No, not that I know of.
When did she give you the money after the job was done?
3 days after. She ambushed me in the alleyway, paid me a little over my share, said good work, and then left. I thought the damage to the window was a good touch. I didn't do that either. All I did was unlock the window.
I just kind of turned to Caroline at this point. So what now?
Well, we know some more stuff. I think maybe Laurel, that you will accompany us back to the guards and talk to them. And we'll tell them that you helped us. But can you describe the Dragonborn? Every detail that you remember first.
He covered her face. I didn't get to see anything but her eyes, and there might have been a small scar there. She promised me nothing would come of
What
it.
color? Eyes, not scar.
Like, a golden orange color.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What did her voice sound like?
Sounded like... I don't know, she was young. But she knew what she was talking about.
Any particular accent, dialect?
Not one that I was familiar with, no. Not from
But she
around
did
here.
have one?
I suppose. I don't talk to a lot of Dragonborns. At all, she was the first.
How tall was she?
Taller than me. Taller than you, maybe. Maybe not.
Taller than Starry?
Uh,
Oh,
about,
Starry's
right.
not tall.
Never mind.
about maybe 6 feet.
Taller than Starry? Taller than 6'3"? Damn!
So you're not 6'3". 6 feet.
Starry is 6'3". He's like like me for real.
Did she say anything strange to you?
Strange how?
Just anything that maybe didn't seem to fit the conversation entirely?
No. She made a comment about turning my life around. Or something like that.
What do you think that meant?
That I could finally get myself out of the monotonous day-to-day life. I don't have to work here anymore. Once I had the money, I didn't know where to go with it or what to do. And if I left, I would look
Mhm.
suspicious. Just panicked. And just kind of stayed.
Well, I have an idea. And I'm saying this to Caroline and Starry specifically.
Mm-hmm. Actually, before you have that idea,
We find...
sorry, there's one more piece of information I can tell you now that you can kind of put this together because you rolled at least 25 or higher earlier.
Yes.
The markings on the outside of the window frame were there
Mhm.
and do kind of look like they were made by use of possibly a crowbar or something. They would have had to have been put after the fact if the story is true. Which, if true, shows a level of detail and care that the thief would have had. It's up to you what you do with that information.
So it looked out of character. Just looked very skillful.
Well, if the window was already unlocked, it explains why it would have taken so long for somebody to find her in the room. Because otherwise it would have, noise would have been made. But the markings on the window were not necessary if the window was already unlocked. So why are the markings there?
It seems like it was a cover-up attempt, if you ask me. A way to say, hey, I didn't unlock this window, they broke in. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
True, but Laurel never admitted to it.
I'm gonna ask her.
Well, I also don't know about this clue in character, so I'm not going to
True.
say anything.
If the window was open, why would there be markings? There were markings on the window, but the block was never broken.
I don't know.
It's
I
not
didn't-
unusual for people to make cover-ups. Is that what happened?
I didn't do it. All I had to
All right,
do
then who did?
Honestly, I guess she did. But I didn't.
Mhm.
I swear.
I turned to the other servant. Do you know what happened to the windows?
Bianca.
Any information on that?
Mm-mm.
You
No,
sure?
I noticed the markings were there after the thief had already been gone. We all saw the window at the same time. Outside of Laurel unlocking it, I guess. But when we all rushed into the room after the fact, the markings were still there.
I have thoughts about that. That we can talk about later.
Well, I think we have gathered enough information. We do appreciate your cooperation, but we're going to have to bring you with us to...
Hang on. You haven't heard my idea yet. I want to step into the other room where nobody except the party members, and I guess the lady, because she insists on supervising, can hear us.
Well, she's at this point standing next to Laurel, and is keeping an eye on her. So you all have the
Mhm.
foyer, away from everything.
Yeah, we can step into the foyer. I just want to not be around the servants when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
What if we send this lady out? You know, we try and find the cast iron bandit using her as our little. I was gonna say Trojan horse, but I don't know what that means. Because Troy doesn't exist in this universe. Yeah, as bait. We have her say that she's trying to leave the servant life behind and become a full-time crook, and that the two of them want to partner up.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know, however that plays out, we should manage to find her, right? Some way of putting the word out. She comes looking for her new partner, and we snatch them both.
Classic Gloom,
Yeah.
Black Metality. I'm not opposed to it.
I guess I just figure, you know, if she can find our servant girl once, she can find her twice.
Well, thrice.
Yeah, whatever. Another time, an additional time.
So we do
Yes.
that before taking her to the guards? Or without taking her to the guards?
Without taking her to the guards. Well, not yet, at least.
Well,
Remember,
it's
the
not-
important part here is not this servant girl. The important part is the thief herself.
That is true.
Yes.
We can solve it. I do believe in fair duty, though. Fair. What the
Fair
fuck is the word
duty?
I'm- What is the word I'm looking for? Fair.
Like,
okay,
being
I'll restart
judged?
my sentence. Yeah, I do believe her judgment. So, I think the case should be finished with the guards, but she shouldn't be jailed. I mean, well, she helped, and she'll help after that, after the fact. So,
yeah,
I
we
think
can
we can
talk
get
to
a-
them and see
a death
how
word,
much sway we have.
and I'll spot her debt if she helps us. It's not much, and
Realistically speaking, this never would have happened if she got paid enough in the first place, so I don't think it's her fault. I don't want to get her in too big a trouble anyway.
True.
I think we might want to. Yeah, I think probably we're gonna have to bring her with us now, anyways. I don't know when during the day that you think she should go for your plan, Cadrith.
Well, probably at night. That's when these types usually traffic.
Yeah. So until then.
Out of
she should
character,
probably
Kedrith
be
wasn't
with
a
us.
criminal, was he?
Say again, story?
Kedrith wasn't a criminal, was he?
No.
I was a bandit, but never like a rogue type.
Yeah.
Good crunch. Good crunch.
Very good crunch.
Crunch.
Um,
Vad är det från?
Mhm.
Sorry.
Direktpizza.
So.
Frostpizza.
Okay.
With this, what is your plan, three of
Grandis,
you?
liksom.
Well,
My plan is,
Just wait
I
until.
think we should bring Laurel with us for now.
well, I don't think our criminal is going to want to approach Laurel if we're with her. So I'm thinking,
but it's not night yet. It's still like early in the day, I think.
well, yeah, we could probably just.
And I don't think Lady Sansa will be very happy about having a thief in her house.
It's not going to steal anything else. We're here. We're going to make sure of that.
So you just want to stay here for the rest of the day?
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
I mean, we could meet up with Spot and Goran.
Could probably just use the
Also,
sending
we can
stone and
sleep
update them
out there.
what's going on. Because my entire point is, if we're seen walking around with her, people talk. They're gonna know, right, that we're working with the guards or whatever. So I don't want to be seen out in public with her for this plan to work.
we can send the guards over here. We'll talk
What?
to them, get our light sentence. You know, just that.
No, we
I
got to
think
do
we
that
can talk to them
afterwards.
afterwards.
Yeah. Because we don't. The servant is not the objective here.
But
Well, do we
okay,
even really
so
need the servant the whole time? Can't we just have her tell where she met the Dragonborn? Go over there and see if we can.
Yeah, I already asked. She said that like she basically just like found her. Like it wasn't at a particular location.
it was
if that
in an
makes sense.
alley.
It wasn't an alley. It was the same alley both times. I don't know if I mentioned that,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she would have like.
Well, if we
maybe
just
been-
have her go
I
to that
forgot
alley
that was-
alone, but we're like around the corner, you know, just
I mean,
standing there
I
waiting for
could
something to
also have-
happen.
What she is
Oh,
walking
because
swimming sword?
Gaia has already introduced herself to the jeweler as, so you know, it's like she kind of has an in, maybe. And I mean, I think that I maybe want to check out that alleyway anyways, because there might be markings.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess all I'm thinking is we probably should, like, if we are trying to have it appear that that this person, that Laurel wants to work with the bandit, it's not really going to be conducive to that for there to be a lot of other people there, because it doesn't make sense.
I know.
Maybe we can check it out hypothetically once we actually get her arrested.
Yeah, but Sure.
Also, do we know it's not just like a regular alleyway?
We know that it's the same alleyway both times.
Yeah, but we don't know
And
that it's
there
like a
was whispers
criminal
about
alleyway.
alleyways earlier. No, exactly. That's why I want to check it out. I want to see if it's like, if there is anything there. That's interesting.
I think, again, though, that's a lower priority than actually making the arrest.
Well,
Because that's our entire objective.
we can probably come back at
Yeah.
nighttime. Is she gonna keep working here? She might lose her job.
No.
And you didn't hear it before, but earlier
She is
did.
very
It is like
obviously fired.
yeah.
And she doesn't sleep here, right?
No. And she doesn't stay
Well-
as late as Bianca does.
Well, she's probably gonna go home. We can find her there later. Have her help us, and then
No, I was literally just saying we need to not be in public with her because people know that we are working with the guards. So we should just stay here until it's time to go do that.
I'm gonna cast something to Goran.
Okay. Sending stone.
Excellent.
Words, okay.
Question. Time has passed between whatever's been happening with that crew and me
Mhm.
locating me seeing the cloaked figure.
You did not see the
Can
cloak figure,
I-
actually. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Because you didn't roll high enough.
not even.
But you do see, I will say this, you do see Illikin wandering around looking for you guys.
Wait, so I thought, why didn't I see the cloaked figure? The perception check's not high enough.
Perception check not high enough. That was my
Okay.
fault for mentioning it in the first place. Sorry.
keep it
I was gonna locate creature dragonborn anyway, because it lasts an hour, but
I'll allow that, yeah.
I was
Okay.
gonna use my fucking eyes to see the cloaked figure.
But you won't either. Because you two did not roll
You don't have
high enough.
eyes.
You don't have eyes.
He doesn't have fucking gel eyes, no.
No, but he
No,
does
I have
like,
light
have
sensors.
an
I have like
ability to
perfect
see.
20/20 vision actually.
I'll
So fuck
spell
your
locate
jelly
creature
eyes.
dragonborn.
Don't know where that says on the character sheet. But
Okay. Look at creature
20/20
dragonborn.
vision.
20/20 vision.
I know you're looking for a specific one, but as you locate creature and vision in,
I'm near the jewelry shop
know you were.
because it's
No,
where I'm
nothing.
supposed to be scanned. Nothing.
I
Not
have
a dragonborn
question
within
about
within
that
1,000 feet.
spell.
Hmm.
Does it
Just
like does it
change,
change if you specify red dragonborn?
Would it change if I specified red dragonborn?
So
We wouldn't
Right.
make someone that wasn't there already show up.
Yeah, red dragonborn
Yeah,
would
so-
go
No,
under
no, I
dragonborn.
know. I'm just like
Yeah,
in general.
when it comes to the spell, if you're looking for a dragonborn, it's going to show you the closest dragonborn. If you're looking for a red dragonborn, it's going to show you the closest red dragonborn.
and
That's
it's
how the spell
showing
works.
nothing.
It's showing,
showing
nothing
nothing,
is not going
okay.
to change the result depending on whether or not you say red dragonborn or dragonborn.
Yeah.
No, that just means there's no
But the
dragonborn
more
at all.
the more descript you are, the more accurate the spell will be.
We can even
Ask
add, like,
locate creature
colors.
thief.
Like for example, if Arya were to locate werewolf while she's next to Goran, the werewolf she's going to target is Goran. But if she
Locate creature
locates
person who stole the necklace.
But if she locates like a specific named werewolf, she's gonna locate that werewolf if they're within 1,000 feet,
Can you do descriptions? Like
or
locate
a
person
werewolf
with-
that's
You
or
know
like a
what?
dwarf
Can I,
werewolf. It's not gonna ping Goran.
can I
It's gonna
also
ping somebody
locate
else.
creature worms?
Mark off another spell slot.
They're obviously not here. So like even if you do some spell to make them to see if they're here, unless they're in the store and the store is magical, that might be.
So
Um,
you do get a ping. Somebody
Uh,
right fucking
nice.
next to you.
Where?
That as you immediately like get that ping, you notice they are unaware of your presence and wandering down the street.
wait, what did you ask for?
Werewolf.
Damn them.
What's with you and the werewolf?
Are they in a cloak?
Oh, werewolves are kind of bad.
Just among the
I
civilian
don't like
population.
Goran.
It's Among Us.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Cool. Anyway.
Can I take a description of him?
Sure. This individual looks like he's dwarven. A lot of hair. A lot of hair everywhere. Like, imagine Dumbledore, except, like, D&D dwarf. Also pretty wide, kind of, like, a wider stature to him. But he looks like he's just kind of walking through the throwaway. Oh, you okay? You dumbass, you hit your head.
Fucking idiot.
Come here, baby. He hit his head on the fucking table. Like a dumbass. You're precious. Like, he has on, like, these, like... I guess kind of, like, grayish tan cloak as well. Not, like, a hooded cloak or anything like that. It's more like wraps or, Ow! God, you're a dick. Alright. Clothes. Like commoner's clothes. You're an asshole.
Resident idiot.
Are you upset that I was giving your brother attention, you fucker? God, you shed so much. Oh my god. Dude. This is fucking ridiculous. That's you!
It's summer.
Oh,
That's you! You
I heard shit so much. I was so concerned.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was also slightly with shit. You were holding something like, why are you holding this shit? Oh, okay, shed.
I need to brush him. I just don't have a brush
Look at the
yet.
poop.
Guys, look at this shit. And
Anyway.
Riley puts it up to the camera.
Look at this shit! So Caroline's gonna cast Sending.
Yep.
Hmm.
He found a computer.
You found a...
What?
Let them make contact.
You found a...
Co-conspirator.
Hmm.
The bandit is Robin Hood type.
Who's Robin Hood?
Fuck you.
It's a story every like noble elven person knows. It's very famous.
Yeah.
Oh, right, of course.
That's like I ended it after like Robin Hood type. I had nothing else to say really.
Okay, good. Because
Stop rambling. You
We're
forget to end the
rambling
message.
about
you
what
keep
Robin
going.
Hood is.
It's like a really good movie, actually. I heard it's pretty good. Yeah.
Robin
It's a
Hood type, blah blah
play,
blah.
it's
I
a
wonder what I'm
play.
gonna have for lunch too.
Yeah. 18 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. I respond.
It's funny because we'd still have Rotten Tomatoes.
Noted.
Did you do Did you count I saw that.
You motherfucker.
I have every time.
Like.
Found a
Yeah,
werewolf.
I got it.
Is it found werewolf or found a werewolf?
And we. Pardon?
Continue.
Okay.
And we.
And we
Cheated on his wife.
haven't had any contact with any dragonborns as of yet. End message.
Poop deck.
Okay. Yeah, I mean Kadrith. I have warned the other guys,
Cool.
so I guess.
Oh,
I guess-
do we know where he made contact with the dragonborn the first time around?
We know it was an alley.
Well, you're not there, but yeah.
Okay, I'm supposed to be investigating around there right now. So
You're around The
The
jeweler.
marketplace.
Yeah, the market.
Isn't that where the alley was?
No.
Where we had. What?
No, it's one alley, not
What
a
alley are you talking about?
The alley that was made that they made that the Laurel made contact with the thief at was an alley that she has to go through on her way home, which is not towards the market district.
Well, there is an alley here that
Oh, there are plenty.
we had somebody run down. I'm supposed to be investigating here. I don't know about this alley, do I?
I'm not sure what alley you're talking about.
There's a side street when we first got here, if I remember correctly, that somebody, we were trying to follow somebody, but they noticed us, and they ran down an alley, and then they took a left and a right and a left again, and then two more rights, and then I don't know where they went. It wasn't precisely that boat. We, followed them, and we couldn't follow them. They, fucked off. I think it was the cloak figure.
The Pope.
Oh,
The cloak. It would have had to have been the cloak figure if anybody, but I honestly don't even remember that. Does anybody
Do you
else
remember
that?
when-
Am I
Do
tripping
you
balls
remember when
here?
the bandit handed himself over to the police, actually?
oh yeah, that was my
Oddly
favorite
enough, oddly
part.
enough, no, I don't remember that.
Okay, it definitely
don't
happened last
remember that?
session, Riley. Come on.
Yeah, that was like the
No,
top
they didn't
thing
hand
we did
themselves
last
over to
session.
the police. They handed themselves over to us.
Yeah, right. And then
Yeah,
they
so-
actually gave us all their money, weirdly enough.
Illiken, what would you like
Memory
to do?
check. Okay.
How are you there?
I'm just chilling on the boat right now, right?
No, you're in the city. You were
There you
wandering the
go.
city, and I was
the
gonna say
city.
you probably would
That's-
have
okay.
found your way to the market district because you know that's where part of your party was going. And being there, it's easy enough to find Spot working, and Goran is nowhere to be seen.
I wave.
I did see
I
Illiken,
waved
yeah?
back.
Yeah, you see Illiken.
Okay. Can I, sneak up to Illiken?
Sure.
I stab Illiken.
How do you want to do it?
I'm not stabbing Illiken yet.
Sneak attack.
I'm just
That would
am I,
chase
can I
away the bandits.
include
Wouldn't it?
Illiken in the,
Exactly.
Passive Trace?
Is Illiken...
Or is that, I have to recast?
We have to recast anyway, so if you want to recast it... Because it only lasts an hour. So if you want to recast it, then yeah, you could.
Is there, somewhere I could do it that's secluded?
You could grab her and pull her to an alleyway.
I'm just gonna, just gonna tap her on the shoulder. Or, the bicep, I guess. I don't know. Illiken
That works.
tall.
Yeah.
I'm
Easy enough to let Illiken know where you are, and then pull her into the alleyway. Though it's not going to have the same effect on her as it is going to have on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Curse you.
So,
Judas.
No.
I'm gonna make sure that she knows about the werewolf that I spotted.
Illiken, you are told about a dwarven werewolf that's around the city.
Would you be able to
that's-
communicate that
Is that
to
first?
the lady,
The lady.
the dwarven lady who's in charge of the city?
Yeah, that's enough.
I can't remember names
Road
right now.
doesn't remember Eurolana's name.
Yes, you're
You
Alana.
forgot.
I'm sorry, I'm not able to.
That's common knowledge, I fear.
Knowledge about who?
What?
Knowledge by Green Day.
Oh yeah, of course.
All I know is that I don't know nothing.
Okay. So, Illiken, did you catch that? Or do I need to review myself?
maybe.
Okay, so would you be able to cast sending to Irlana that about the description of the dwarf werewolf that I found?
Right. Yes, that would be easy. Is there anything else you want me to study, Irlana?
No.
Okay. So, we'll go ahead and cast. Roll for the. Can I type today? Good grief. D20 just for the. Good grief. Yay, we're safe. Okay.
Cast spell in broad daylight by accidentally trigger a fucking explosion.
Oh god, I have to deal with 2 of them now. Fuck.
You've always had to. Oh yeah, that's true.
Right now.
You got put on wild magic babysitting. It's fine. So what's the message?
Welcome
to my world.
There is the dwarven elf werewolf that is the cast iron bandit.
That's what?
Right?
That was right.
No,
None of that
no,
was right.
no. No.
That is.
Dwarven werewolf.
There were 8 words in that
It's so-
sentence, and all of them except dwarf was wrong. I'm.
Right?
Huh?
Am I having an aneurysm?
I fucking hope so. Cause
Good grief.
goddamn.
Can we get a retry on this?
Yeah.
Because we're looking so okay. So Riley, would you be able to give me the description of that dwarf again?
The dwarf, and you're not allowed to use the word Dumbledore, but the dwarf literally looks like if Dumbledore from the Harry Potter movies was a D&D dwarf in size.
Which one?
The fucking movies.
No,
Yeah,
which
which
one
movie?
of
I think you meant the
Dumbledore
first or
movies?
second Dumbledore.
There's 2 Dumbledores.
The fuck? There's only one
fuck you
Dumbledore?
mean?
3,
There's-
because there was another guy
No,
in the
there's
Fantastic
There's 2
Beasts.
actors.
Right.
Because Dumbledore died after like the first movie, and they replaced him.
The original one.
Yes, the
I
actor who
thought it
played
was the second
Dumbledore.
movie.
Who
In the
gives a
first
fuck? He
movie.
looks the same, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks pretty much the same.
Then who gives a
Yeah.
fuck?
In the
first-
who gives a fuck?
in
What
the
the fuck are you talking
first one looks
about?
more
Which
wizard-like.
one? Dumbledore! The same fucking Dumbledore!
Nah.
Which one?
Riley,
The
I
fuck-
think you should
But
learn
there's
and
2
understand what the term rage bait means.
Eat my entire ass, all of you.
Ew.
Rather not.
Okay. I
I'm
mean, yeah.
good, thanks.
So just describe like a bearded guy.
Dwarf. Wearing
Long
gray
beard and long hair.
clothes.
5 beards.
He was wearing clothes. He had a face that looked,
And
like
a cloak.
person's face.
Not a cloak.
He
Very
was
hairy
wearing
dwarf.
clothes.
He diggy holes.
What color was his hair?
Brown.
Hair color.
Brown haired dwarf. Okay, how old did he look?
Like fucking
300, 100?
Actually, that's a good question. Goran, how old do you think that dwarf would look?
I don't know, man. You tell me. You haven't given me any info on this.
That's true. I didn't because you didn't,
I asked for a description of him.
and I gave you a description, and,
And
I
I
got
got
fucking
that.
sidetracked.
Yeah, I see here. I
Hard
tried.
to tell.
I'm
he's,
gonna
he's
be so
definitely
real with
of
you.
an older, probably like a lot of hair. He looks like he has a lot of hair. So given it's a lot of hair, probably at least 300. Sure. Dwarves are fucking ancient,
Cool.
aren't they? Maybe we'll say
I don't know if
close
dwarves
to
are-
200.
How long does a dwarf live in D&D?
Is it 500 or 300?
I mean, I know they live. The older they look, the older they are. And they look really young until
the
they're
older
like,
they
what,
look, the older
200
they
years
are,
old?
people.
That's very intelligent. I would have never discerned that myself.
Dumbledore didn't live that long.
Well, elves aren't very honest about their age, okay?
What do you mean?
We
Okay.
are just different. I know what you mean, but we still age.
Yeah,
Very,
different.
very
Gracefully, might I add.
slowly and very gracefully. Unlike the dwarves, you know this.
Okay, so this is just dwarf racism, not elf
No.
racism.
No, we love our dwarves.
We love
Mhm.
them
I
all
have,
Very, very
I have dwarf friends.
Okay, so we have a black friend.
Shut the fuck up.
That's the argument.
There's always a splash of
Dwarves
fantasy
can live up to
racism.
150.
That-
Dwarves can live up to 350 years old. This guy will say is in fucking mid 200s. I don't know.
Cool, he's a mid 200s
I mean,
dwarf. That's
wouldn't you
very
be familiar
hairy,
with
even
dwarves?
for a dwarf.
Yes,
Real
very,
question, why
very
didn't you just go
woolly
stop him?
dwarf.
Okay, so
Woolly dwarf.
Illigan. This is a dwarf, approximately mid 200s. He's got brown hair, he's really hairy, and he's a werewolf.
Really hairy?
Located in
Fantastic.
the market district.
Potter?
That's all. That's the basic of the message that we needed. Please advise.
So, Illican, you sending a message?
Yes, okay, ready. Spellcast. Very hairy, almost woolly dwarf with brown hair, looks about mid 200s, is a werewolf.
Located in market district.
Bolo. Market district. End of message.
There's a reply. I'll send someone to investigate it. Thank you for the information. Nothing further.
She'll send someone out.
Okay. With that, given where we are, and the fact that I now have a fucking headache, I'm gonna go and end the session there, and we will pick up with 3 of you in the market district and 3 of you in
A manor.
yes, Lady sounds as like yeah, manor is a stretch, but effectively a manor.
Her house.
Her house, yeah. With plans to
Mansion.
potentially confront the cast iron bandit. No session next
Yep.
week, as you all know. I'm taking a trip out to Wichita because I need company. But yeah.
And I'll
Sorry,
be watching Jimmy Carr live.
True. Very true.
That's
So real.
All right.
a choice.
It is a choice. To be fair,
No.
Why?
No,
Why,
not in
Kylen?
what?
that sense.
No, I'm curious.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'll tell you after we end stream.
But you don't want
Why
to say
not
it
on
on
stream?
stream.
It's
'Cause-
secret.
But now you're gonna leave the
Yeah.
one viewer. We have a viewer. We're gonna leave the one viewer on a cliffhanger.
I hope it's not me.
Penis.
I hope it doesn't count to me.
That would be
It wasn't
funny if
earlier,
it was
I don't
you.
know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I guess
You're
you
not
guys
allowed-
don't get
invited to
hear
go
what,
to
what
Gordon.
Telia's opinion on Jimmy Carr is.
No, it's not about my opinion
Sure.
on Jimmy Carr. It isn't.
Uh-huh.
What's your opinion on Jimmy Carr?
What is your opinion on Jimmy Carr? Yeah.
What is your
I
opinion on
don't
Jimmy Carter?
have any specific opinion about Jimmy Carter.
I do. He's not
Damn.
funny. Anyway,
Oh.
I'm really not a fan, honestly. Thank you guys for watching. Well, we hope to catch you. I was gonna say next week, but not next week. Whenever the fuck we have the next session, hopefully in 2 weeks. Regardless,
Yes.
bye. Fucking good luck
Bye.
to everyone.
Penis.
Yes, penis.
Petuns.